Okay, so I am gonna have to leave for a little bit in like 9 or 10 minutes or so. Got something in the oven and I need to flip it over. Also, yes, true Zeodyne, true Zondyne. They're physical skills, Keaton. And yes, Monogatari, they cost approximately no magic. Also, hello Smart Stuff, hello Keaton, hello Monogatari. Yeah, it's just fair and balanced. I mean, heck, there's buffs. I mean, hell, there's new physical skills in the game that make it to where you could debuff the enemy and boost all their stats by one. It's crazy. New and inventive ways to play SMT5. $90 Mario Kart. Hello, Valentis. How are you doing today? Also, yeah, if Mario Kart's really going to be that much, me and the Switch 2 are going to get along like oil and water. And for those who don't know, oil and water don't mix. It's not possible. I will not be purchasing that game if that's the case. I will not even purchase a Switch 2 if that's the case. But yes, so it said it's the description for CC Sims, the newest version of the mod, but in order to get the skills to work, you need to use either the Reload 2 installer, I believe it is, or you need to use, what was it? Oh, or you need to use Cheat Engine. I still have my Switch 1, the same here. With Cheat Engine, could we get Baka Beat? That would actually be kind of cool if we could get that. Yeah, I own a Switch, but I honestly plan on just skipping it. Yeah, also, about the Doromarth Maka Beam thing, well, I did have to look that up because I didn't know Doromarth knew Maka Beam in SMT4. Apparently, that's not the origin of Maka Beam. Maka Beam actually comes from... Oh yeah, this is Fusion Recipe for Samiza. A Virtue and Azazel. I have to actually look this up, as in fuse a bunch of demons to try to find it. And then when it said Book of Enoch in its description, which, why doesn't it say that anymore? Oh wait, no, it doesn't say that because I read it on the Wikipedia. Then I was like, Book of Enoch? What if I summon an angel? Anyway, so here's the original user of Maka Beam. In Strange Journey, Preta was the only demon in the game that had Maka Beam. At like level 4. Which means that's gonna be fun. Then again, he is the leader of the Kadishtu, so it makes some sense. So anyway, yeah, we've got these awesome physical attacks. I mean, we got Allure as a physical skill. That's insane. Wait a minute. Oh boy, okay, so the skills are to actually alert. Oh no. But don't worry, I'll be able to fix that. I'm only fusing him right now. You know, actually, there is no point to fusing him if I can't even get the new skills. Speaking of new skills, here we go. Megami Amaterasu, the third of the Amatsukami, and the one everybody has. Or everybody has, the one that everybody wants. I just hate that Switch 1 game upgrades for Switch 2 are not free, which is dumb. Nintendo don't let day 1 Switch 2s be easily modified like the first Switch 1s. I'll regret not buying it. Preda doesn't need Maka Beam, he could just dance and I give him all the Maka. Not even the tech demon showing the tech... They're supposed to say tech demon. Showing the Switch is free. Damn. But yeah, here's Amaterasu's unique ability. Tensen Korin removes debuffs on one foe and raises all of their stats by 1. And then Violet Flash, 0 to 0 medium physical attacks to one foe. Isn't this incredible, guys? This brand new way to play the game. We need Reggie feels to be back. We do. Anyway, give me a second. Let me put the cheat engine on. Because you do need to run Cheat Engine to actually get all these skills to work if you don't want to use Reload 2. Which I'm glad you have that option. So just give me 1 minute. Read the game. Run the code list. And... Okay, excuse that. The cheat engine plays a fairly annoying noise when you activate it, so I just didn't want to do that. Now if we check back with Samzaya, yep, now his skills all of a sudden make sense. Also, Allure, 2 to 5 medium dark attacks. It's literally just generic, what's that term? Generic die for me. No, not Sakurai, lol, the president of Nintendo that died. Can you beat SMTVV just without dealing damage? It's really weird that Amaterasu's still missing considering her lore. Yeah, especially in game. Oh, hello, Mr. Cool. Sorry, I did not see you pop into the chat. Yeah, hello, I noticed the update I did and some new attacks didn't work. As you... Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Uh-oh. Hello, baby harp seal. Lord Sakurai, the president of Nintendo. Stream died for anyone else or just me? No, I just turned it off myself. That wasn't you. That was me. He got a Batman symbol on his ass. Yeah, oh yeah. Cursed image. Here's what he looks like up front. Hey, let's actually fuse this guy.
Is this demon to your life?
And then I also got a list. There's actually a bunch of new skills that got added to the game. Uniques and a few generics. Alright, there's that. Now let me try Amaterasu. She's like level 70 something, right? I believe she is. If I walk past her, I swear to goodness. Yeah, there she is. To fuse Amaterasu, you need Ame no Uzume, unironically, someone who drew her out to get killed, and Ame no Futotama. It took me a while to figure this out, but then something just flipped. Why don't I try this guy? And then she showed up. It took me like, I think, 10 minutes to figure out how to summon her, which is crazy. He's probably the most annoying boss in Soul Hackers. Yeah, I actually fought him. He's like a regular trash mob, if I'm correct, in SMT4 around the time we get to Tokyo. So Amaterasu's unique ability, Tense and Courting, is actually a weaker version of Tao's healing skill, Light of Order, because it doesn't heal you, but it has the same exact effect. Removes debuffs and applies the Luster Candy to all allies. So that's totally not a coincidence that she's just that she has Tao's ability without the healing. Totally not a coincidence whatsoever. Amaterasu needs to redesign. Yeah, I'll give you that one. She's had this. I mean, she had a redesign for Nocturne, but it didn't even look as good as this one. So she could probably use a touch of Doi's redesigning. Hero, what a dumb name. I'm sure he's weak. Can't even one-shot bosses. If you play Apocalypse, you will learn some interesting things about Samzaya and his offerings. And then in 4-8, he's Hallelujah's dad, really? Amaterasu needs to redesign. How did you do it? The mod now comes with a cheat engine file. You can download that. You can download that version, which it comes with both, and then you just run the game, run the cheat engine, have the cheat engine applied to the game specifically. And then I think the button combo was Alt F12, and then you do that and the skills will change. But the game, ironically, has to be running first. Violet Flash is a brand new generic skill. It's basically Samsara, excuse that. It's basically Samsara, but for everybody. And Samsara was just die for me for Daisojo. So now all magic elements have a 2 to 5 skill. They don't even use the and they don't even use the Nocturne one, right? Yeah, I know, I think in Imagine, both this variant and the Nocturne variant existed, which... I don't know why the Nocturne variant doesn't exist, considering I think she's Amaterasu A, if I'm correct. Yep. Is Nocturne Amaterasu male? She looks male, yeah. God, I still wish we saw what SMTV Amaterasu looked like. I petitioned for a Doi redesign. Probably redesigned her also as a Bullet Proto feeds, but don't leave the old feed. Amaterasu is a 5-star demon and still has Miragi on. She dumb? I mean, rarity doesn't mean much according to you in that game. Forget about Nocturne Amaterasu. I thought it was basically a palette swap. Yeah, I do know in the PS2 version, Amaterasu's voice is fairly deep, but it does still sound feminine. And also, she has Tao Saint's Prayer as well. Totally coincidence, I promise. But outside of that stuff... Oh wait, no, there's one more demon I did not show off really quick. And I didn't even need to go back to do it.
Welcome to the...
Amaterasu once wore male samurai armor when Susato O showed up at her house, so maybe Nocturne was referencing that. Probably. It's not, it is like Atlas to just throw out obscure references like that. Here's another demon that got added that didn't get much fanfare. Longinus, also known as the man who impaled Christ on the cross. And I didn't know this until I read his description and I fact-checked it. The blood of Christ literally cured this guy of blindness and turned him into a devout follower. Which is pretty interesting. Also, this guy comes from Soul Hackers, and his lance appears as a weapon in other games. And if I'm right, I believe it also appears in Persona 2. You see a palette swap with a cockatrice head, dude. Longinus does look cool, yeah. And his ability Centurion actually makes him play the game differently. It's kind of crazy. Longinus, smash, 100%. Change normal attack of users to hit 2 to 3 times. While in the active party, greatly increases damage for all allies that have ailments. I don't know if that's the same amount as a Mada at 20%, but if it's greater than that, that's pretty cool. And then his skill straight up just does not cost anything. The Holy Lance of Longinus. Inflict Seal to self, and then greatly increase the damage of next attack. And adds both the effects of Critical Aura and Impaler's Animus. Another fair and balanced demon, I see. Very much so. Oh yeah, for some reason he has Javelin Rain. And no, that is not a glitch from the mod. He has 0 proficiencies. He doesn't even have physical proficiency. And his main shtick is basic attacking. And it's kind of funny to just see him walk up to somebody, use the basic attack, and actually hurt. My heart. Okay, but being serious. Cool helmet, cool scarf, barely any clothes, buff. Nocturne Amaterasu looks like Okuni Nushi. She really does. Like, she really does, no lie. Anyway, so if I could find some unfortunate... Is he in the first slot? Yeah. If I could find some unfortunate victim really quickly... Okay, why it hurts so bad? So, check this. Holy Lance of Longinus, and of course I must give a headphone warning. So yeah, that skill... It resets his turn, it presses the turn because he's weak to himself, and as we all know, exploiting a weakness on yourself or critting yourself works because confusion strats. And now watch this. Casual 10k. Nothing too bad, right? Overpriced buff. Oh my god, if deck is more Katsumi skills! Yo! Okuni is also one of the final bosses of Devil Survivor. The reason why we fight him is because he's xenophobic! What the fuck? Well, does this guy seem confident? You know, let me bump up his stats. I want to see what the hell those true skills do. I have a heart because I was trying to fit. I think I just screwed it. Yeah, Jupiter's Fury, you say? I don't have any more, do I? Nope. I can go fix that really quickly. And then I'll have to be back in a couple minutes because I do need to go check on my food. So, enjoy Gustav while I'm gone for the next few minutes. Or minute, I should say.
Well, look who's here.
That's taken care of. Oh my grief is pain. I'm gonna play the spin-off soon, just for playing Strange Journey. Then I'm hitting up Devil Survivor and Soul Hackers. Yeah, I still haven't played the original Soul Hackers. Like Bugaboo and Strange Journey versus Bugaboo and 1. I like to think that SMT series where every demon can have its chance to be shiny is fun. How mid-level demons can be extremely important in others. I mean, yeah, like in some games, level 60 demons are pretty much all you need. But in other games, well, you're probably gonna get rid of them by some point.
Say thanks. Need anything?
I miss Mito though. Yeah, I miss him too. Hello, everyone. Hello, Avery. How are you doing? The real pain is Sector G. Is Gustav Rag's brother? No confirmation, actually. He might be Rag's more lenient brother, which actually would make sense. They're both greedy as hell and only want the most expensive garbage. I like that guy's little head nod. He's like, what's up? Oh, fried kugel, my favorite. I know the angels will probably disintegrate him in one hit if I'm not quick enough, so... Gustav is greater than Rag. Yeah, because Gustav is like, hey, you know those gemstones that are super hard to find? Yeah, I need like 20 of those for something useful. I believe they made Sophia Gustav because it would be weird to show humans in this supposedly desolate place. Even though Gustav looks and acts like a demon. I mean, hell, he's even in Nocturne of all games. I want to see. Heavy electric attack to one foe, and when magic attacks may become crits, they will always crit. Is this true? Okay. But I'm not really sold yet. And now I'm really unsold. I haven't played a game with a Dr. Victor in it yet. Gotta wait 2 bucks for the Rhino to drop. I'm doing good, thanks for asking. Well, that's great. You know, all this Vito. Vito, all my homies love Dr. Victor. Dude, Vito even made it to Majin Tensei, and that was just a random spin-off. What do you think about some of the heroes? Love they got some of the move. Hello, Feifei, how are you doing? And as for the heroes, I honestly like it. Pretty much, like, the characters that can summon demons in this game, it's a pretty cool concept. I like it. Also, that was not 2 to 3. What the hell? Please don't do this. Give me your money. Now leave. Dr. Victor's in Rhino makes sense considering the Devil Summoner game. He only appears in Devil Summoner. Yeah, he's still human in Rhino, I think. The Kukulate summon is dope. Can you turn the game volume down a tiny bit? It's drowning you out. Okay, yeah, I'll turn it down. I didn't think it was that loud.
It's time. It's time. It's time.
Okay, I guess if I could turn my headphones all the way up, then it should be quiet enough for me to be audible with no issues. And that's all the angels. No, that's not. Can Pandemonic Feast with Longinus? Since it's a multi-hit skill, most likely we'll have to give that a try. Still not convinced. Okay, fine, I'm convinced now. But that's funny, so true Zeodyne and true Zondyne, legit, oh right, he has critical zealot, so the avatar skills don't nerf his attack. If the skill is allowed to crit, he could just crit. If a magic skill is allowed to crit, he could just crit with it. Which, that's actually pretty cool. Hello, Chrome the 20th. Yeah, kinda excited for the Rhino game, for the new demon. Same. I've never played the Rhinos, but I was intended to do so, so this is great timing. Same here, for me. Nah, he's just evil. Plus, Hayataro, the crit dog, is back. There's a reason why Persona and Devil Summoner are connected. Dr. Victor is a reference to Victor Frankenstein. Yeah, I was going to play PS2 version, but going to wait on the Steam release. Devil Summoner is connected to SMT. Yeah, I know in Persona 1 and 2, Devil Summoner is canon, and in Persona 2, Tamaki from Shin Megami Tensei, if specifically Tamaki, female. Yeah, no, she appears in Persona 1 and 2, and she joins the Kuzunoha Detective Agency in Persona 2 after she graduates high school. And if I'm right, if I remember the lore correctly, I think she's 1 year above Naoya, who is 1 or 2 years above Tatsuya. Lore. And then, okay, that's not gonna work. Maybe I shouldn't be fighting a bunch of light enemies in this light world. Well, a light user. Oh, he resists physical. Okay. Imagine inflicting seal on yourself to kill someone. I thought he was immune to physical. What just happened? I heard the Jedi Rhino has some rough gameplay. I heard that too, and I thought that was referencing both Rhino Soulless Army and Rhino King of Baton. But it turns out it was just the original, not a Baton. There are 2 other leads at SMT 1 or 2 Persona or 3 and 5. Yeah, the Chaos Ending at Rhino 2. 3, I think. I'm actually hyped for the Bataba's DLC. It could bring starter teams to the end game once again. The only game that is truly separate is SMT4. Yeah, SMT4 straight up just it doesn't even use designs from classic SMT games. Like in SMT 1, 2, 3, and 5, and pretty much most other Megaten titles, they always use the Seraphim design from SMT2. And even then, SMT1's designs, in Michael, Raphael, and Uriel's case, they were just repositioned. But in Gabriel's case, she got gender swapped. Or he got gender swapped, I should say. Bro, your accuracy is trash. Oh, that works. When the basic attack is literally the strongest attack. The other connection in early SMT spin-offs is so interesting. I know. Like, if I remember, I think Devil Summoner and Soul Hackers were also connected. Devil Summoner 1 and Devil Summoner Soul Hackers. That's why they're remaking the gameplay for the remaster. Yeah, it makes sense. If the gameplay was pretty rough, making it better is obviously a thing to do. Some like it, but the majority says the gameplay of Rhino sucks. Can't wait to reach level 8 at the start of the game. Ah, yes, level 80, and then it's like, man, this game was kind of easy. I give it a 5 out of 10 in terms of difficulty. And then everybody else is gonna be like, but dude, you fucking cheated! Of course the game was gonna be easy. Wait, no, honestly, it's a good thing because that means the PS2 writer will be worth playing on its own. Just to experience the gameplay, no less. And my thing did not update. My goodness, 11 people. Hello, everybody. You know, I'm liking guaranteed crits. Reminds me of a certain somebody. Everyone knows what I'm talking about already. Yeah, I've got to try him with a Pandemonic Feast user, see if that does anything. Also, here's something funny about True Zon Dyne and True Zeo Dyne. Those skills are inheritable. You can fuse them out to other demons. My god, someone already made a HD is woke video. Listen, I'm willing to bet money that person who made that video about it being woke doesn't know that Ginkgo is a dude. Which I didn't know that was a thing until I looked it up and even saw some of his artwork. Yeah, I know that woman is a dude. That ain't no woman.
Welcome to the world.
People be following a guide the whole game, and they say Nocturne is actually easy. Dude, I followed a guide the whole game and still think Nocturne is bullcrap. Well, not the whole game. I mainly did it for the Amala network, and I don't know if I did it for any of the other puzzles, but I know I did it for the Amala network. As for the bosses, I kind of just ran in and either died trying or succeeded via luck. Because there's one part of the Amala network I did not know how to get past. The part where you have to go and do some stuff involving a mannequin and Loki and the Ifrit hiding behind the level 80 cursed hallway. But yeah, look, these skills, they don't have the unique tag on them, so you can trade them off to other characters. But sadly, the player cannot obtain them because you cannot get this guy's essence. Which is, kinda stupid? Anyway, can I even fuse this guy? Yes, I can. He has a fusion chart, and I can fuse him into a heck ton of shares. Which means he could get those skills, and then I could pass them on from there. Ginkgo is trans, actually. Oh, I thought she was male. Excuse me. When I saw some T4 and story shows back in the day, I thought Jonathan was a chick. Yeah, so did I. But no, he's just a really gentle-looking dude. The anti-woke crowd don't want games as art. They want to just consume product. It's like, both sides are bad. The anti-woke just want product. The woke just want bad product. Or they want you to pay for it. They're both horrible. Just sell games to normal people and you'll get money. I used a guide for the prison, and that was my breaking point. I'll give you that one, that was awful. Oh, here's a Nocturne guide. First you died to breathe. Hard mode tutorial moment. Yeah, I got through the hard mode tutorial first try, which gave me the false idea that I actually had a chance. I'm so sorry, I lied to you, Advisor. Where? Ginkgo's actually trans. Oh, really? So, Ginkgo actually is male. Also, a bunch of other demons got new skills. I'm gonna have to switch the things so I can show them all, because we totally know, like, this was in the game originally from older versions of Demon Expansion, but this wasn't. Heavy force attack to all foes, pierces, decreases damage to all allies until the next turn. Also, I think this said ignore resistances and pierces through when someone criticized CC for being redundant, and it looks like you just redid the text to just say pierce. Cool. I might try out hard type tonight. Yeah, it's not heck ton of shares. It's heck ton of riz. I would happily get stuckled, or literally. Ginkgo's still trans. Okay. Anyway, so, I'll be right back. Stream's gonna disconnect. Don't worry, guys. Give me a minute. Okay, excuse me. So, got my food cooling down for a bit, and yeah, here's a list of all the new skills that were added to the game. So yeah, all these skills, some are inheritable, and some are brand spanking new. Quite literally. Cats only would be friendly early game thanks to Kate's Sith and Neko Shogun. Honestly, I don't like demon only challenges that require you to play half the game solo, because you just do a solo run by that point. Unless in SMT5's case you could just do Godborn. So you start on Godborn with the demons with no proficiencies or anything added on via demon conversations and whatnot. And then you could probably do something like that and actually make it a challenge. But just play through, I don't know, 60% of the game and then can you beat SMT5 with only Fafnir? Does not sound too fun. It sounds like just a solo run that gives up at the finish line. Anyway, so here's what we have for new skills. We've got Raido, who has the new skill Enter Yoshitsune, Fafnir with Golden Greed, Mithras with Mark of Punishment, Ball with Reigns of Canaan. I don't know how that was pronounced either. It's either Canaan or Canaan. Asura Lord with Slaughter All. Lakshmi with Lotus Dance. Norn with Moment of Fate. Ishtar with Dreadful Gleam. Yes, Ishtar is now relevant once more. Mott with Harmonious Death. Maria with Holy Benevolence. Ziwang Mu with Goddess Fan, meaning she now has 2 uniques. Mata with Scarlet Inferno. Tenzin Korin for Amaterasu. Violet Flash. Amaterasu is one who can learn it naturally, and then she can pass it on to others. Lightning Shower for Indrach. Raishin Koryu Palm Strike for Vritra. True Agidine from Lost Name. Yes, he got buffed, thankfully. True Bufudine from Rama. True Zeodine and True Zondine. And Allure from Samyaza. I think a solo run will work for Demons of Virtual Trainer instead of story, specifically the late game demons. Yeah, that could work. Ishtar with Dreadful Gleam in the base game would have made her so useful. Yes, instead of just having her be someone else who can use light and electric. Which, can't the player just do that, and more efficiently, no less? Did you know they nerfed a lot of demons in Vengeance? I know Cleopatra was one of the big ones, because she lost like half of her resistances and gained a weakness. And then, from what I've heard, I also know Addon and Tao had their healing skills nerfed. And that's all I can really think of off the top of my head. I don't know if any other ones that got nerfed. Especially the feed. The feeds got nerfed? I just knew they nerfed Cleo and Addon. Intritich British? Ishtar's already useful. She could give me Medea, Rama, and Bowl to other demons. But here's a funny one, Keaton. You could just get Parvati, who gets Bowl of Hygeia and is the lowest level demon to obtain that, and then fuse her away for a Medea Rama user. That way you don't even have to waste 4 demons to summon one capricious goddess. Compare Trumpeter in 5 with Vengeance. The wiki has both stats. Oh, okay, I'll have to check that. Wait, did he resist all elements too, like Cleopatra? Or is that just me? True, but Ishtar doesn't really have a niche like Demeter, Tal, Addon, and Cleo. Well, now she does. She has her very fair and balanced unique. More like Idra, bro. He did low. Okay, let me switch this back really quick. Alright, back to the game. So yeah, I'm going to be testing out all of these skills because I want to see what they do. And that means I'm going to probably have to reload a bunch. But hey, it's not like I haven't done that before in this series. Well, but what if you need another bowl? And a Medea Rama, And what if you're doing fusionless? then you can't get either of them. You can't. What if you're doing many restrictions that makes her specifically useful? Let me see. Let me back out of here. Let's see. Ignoring her innate and her brand spanking new should have had the skill in the first place. Skill. Let's see. She could Zeo Baryon. She can Hama Baryon. She can heal. She can support. You know, you could just... There's actually way too many demons that have that. I mean, almost like Cleopatra. Demeter's literally her, but with a bowl of Hygeia, Medea Rahan ready to go, at the same proficiencies. Just change Elect to Force. Actually, no, she doesn't even have a negative in Dark, if I'm correct. Yeah, no, she doesn't have a negative in Dark. It's in Fire. I used her for the Satan fight briefly. Ishtar also has a lot of stats in Magic. I do think she's did since you can recruit demons by talking to them. Yeah, what do you even need to fuse her, though? If it's just all stuff you can find in the wild, then that would be a good reason to fuse her. Oh man, Belugaroo, Oroba. Oh yeah! Like, you can find all these guys out in the wild. You could easily fusion summon her without needing to fuse anything. You'll have to take what you could get from these four, but she should do pretty well. Took forever. Also finally beat Satan with no Luminescent Mirage last month. You have to skip Megiddo Arc by having +1/-1 buffs to debuffs. Interesting. Like, damn, bro, how did you even recover it? Yeah, I'm with you there, Valetus. I beat... Oh, hey, Akatsuki Kitsune. Nice to see you. Hope you're having a good day. I beat my best to Satan. What? Nope. I used power as my MP regenerator for the Satan fight. Oh, you need to fuse away Lugaroo? Yeah, she sucks. Yeah, for my MP recovery, that's the reason why I use Ganesha and well, Ganesha's not here, but him and Mata, well, he can still do it? Okay, who the hell's Law Evil in my party? When the hell was Medusa Law aligned? You know, whatever, it stacks. Reigns of Order at 999 MP, this thing heals like 700 magic. It's crazy. And you get a press turn out of it. At the cost of all your Magatsuhi, you get one hell of an MP heal. I am using Ishtar in my current run. I always recruit every demon in the area, so I already had everyone to fuse her. Damn, you almost fell for it. Oh, Medusa looks great. Yeah, she really does look great in this game. Alright, and as for Cleopatra, this is what, minus the Null Dark, this is what she looks like pre-nerf. She resisted all magic, and was only weak to Dark, and she resisted Charm and Mirage. She was basically built. Okay, what else was there? Oh yeah, right, I was gonna test some of these more skills. So I guess, do I have a full party? I do, let's give it to some monsters. But I will show off Medusa's. I will show off the Reigns of Order skill. But first, check the list. Who could I go for? Raido. Let's do Raido with Enter Yoshitsune. Oh right, I did show off Brahma's model. This is Brahma's new model. I like the old one. It was unique enough for me, but yeah, just make him stand out, I guess. Cleopatra was so good in vanilla. Oh yeah, I forgot. Her skill also got bumped up to like 100 something at +9 instead of, what was it, 89 I believe? But a Harlot got nerfed too? I didn't know. Oh, where's this one from? This one is from Unique. I say unique because Brahma does not have a 3D model, similar to Minotaur. He's never appeared in a 3D Megaton game. I've been a mash of other demons, because I know he's supposed to have Mahakala as a base form, which checks out. Brahma does have the same amount of arms as him, but yeah. Yeah, she got a major buff in her innate. Yeah, Allure is a decent innate for Cleopatra because it makes it easier to recruit demons because she'll make them charge less. But with this mod, Sweet Temptation is just broken. If Cleopatra resists or nulls an attack, originally she would just counter with Energy Drain, but now it's a 50 to 60% chance that she'll counter with Energy Drain. I mean, still strong, an Energy Drain counter is not something to just simply write off. But yeah, it was stronger pre-counter nerf. And then Addon got buffed with Goddess's Prank, which is just debilitate Bowl of Hygeia Meteor Rahan. Debilitate for your enemy, Bowl of Hygeia for you. When the hell did this doggo get Witness Me? For 3 MP. Even if her unique uses more MP, you still will use less to battle. I like that the Lotus Underprob spins, but now Dizzy. Oh, that's pretty cool. The community sort of built Brahma from the ground up. Yeah. Dang, I wish I knew how to 3D model. I'm pretty sure there are tutorials that could teach you online. They gave him a Lotus Beyblade. I love the fact that Haruto's skill is so cheap. Yeah, it gives him that +2 agility too, so we could have a little bit of a chance to... Oh yeah, right, I forgot. This guy's part of the Null Physical Squad. So maybe having him taunt against certain demons is like the greatest thing ever. Unless the right users. And he has True Augidine, which not only is a guaranteed crit if you give him Fire Avatar, which he does not learn. Oh wait, no, never mind. He doesn't even need Fire Avatar. His own skill will let it crit, and if it's a weakness, he can kill you. Wait, chance to insta-kill will strike at a weakness or let it crit. Oh, never mind. He can just crit you. Wait, I think that got changed. He can just crit you and kill you with True Augidine. Okay, they buffed the boy Pascal. Okay then. Let's start with a donut. One day I'm gonna make a Minecraft SMT mod like Pixelmon. Oh, I'm rooting for you on that one. Pixelmon's fun as hell, which I think I might actually have to put on the schedule for May, and see what people think about that. Pascal is the bestest of boys. Yes, and I have no idea why this design only exists in 2 games. PC98, SMT1, and DX2. We need more of the legend Pascal. Anyway, who was it? Raido, that's who I was going after. Raido Kusadora. And I don't know if I showed this already, but Bayonetta is no longer a part of the Kadishtu. She is now a witch, so she no longer gets any Makatsuhi benefits. And she doesn't benefit from Ashet's double crit rate, or Ashet's magic crits, or Agrat's Pierce. Did they buff him? Of course they didn't. He's perfect. He doesn't need any buffs. Okay, never mind. They did buff him. Look at how shiny that armor is. Peak. Isn't Raido weaker than Grimoire? There he is. Enter Yoshitsune. Severe physical attack to one foe. Pierce always crits. So it's Figment Slash without the negatives. Literally. Server's looking different today. If I had the skills, I would mod SMT4 to have apocalypse mechanics and gameplay. That'd be pretty cool, not dying to Hama on. Silent Custom SMT1 on Sega CD, I think. Yeah, I think it's for the PC98, but I digress. Yeah, it comes from one specific version of the game. Putting Pixelmon in May? May you or may you not? May I don't know. It's not May yet, let alone the end of April. Sega CD is simultaneously the best way to play SMT1 and the worst. The golden boy in the flesh. Hey man, what do you think of Lost Memories? The battle theme is my favorite in a long time. Lost Memories does sound pretty cool. I mean, there's a lot of battle music in RPGs in general that sound amazing. and SMT holds a lot of them, as well as Final Fantasy, but Lost Memories does sound really good. Makes me want to hunt a Rhino figure. Does the CD have realistic sprite art? Yeah, it does. Like Pascal being this realistic blue dog, and SMT Hero's mom getting a face model. In fact, there's 2 versions of that in the game. One for her before she gets killed by Amana Jocko, and then one that's Amana Jocko. Still will never forgive Amana Jocko for giving birth to that thing. It's her fault that all this bad stuff happened.
Is this demon to...
They scan people's faces. Did they buff Giga Chad Ogi? I don't think they did, but I'll quite kindness, you say. Don't mind if I do. I mean, Rhino is him, and his game's coming out again. So, Oni did not get any new skills via the mob, but let's see if they did anything else to him. There he is. Trickery. Did he always have trickery? Because I'm also working on a Gremlin video, and trickery's kind of good, especially for the counterattack inmates, because it bumps them up by 30%, which is crazy. Oh yeah, and Oni could also be a contender for Gog Magog strats, since he has 4 weaknesses. And he also learns Taunt by default, so if Black Ooze is not your thing, you could use him against Asheth. Plus, you don't have to fusion summon him. Oh yeah, he's always had trickery. Oh, that's nice. Man, I missed him when he was first released. Big regret. Okay, wait, did I get how many more slots do I have? 3 more, okay. Let's see, who else? Fafnir, Mithras, Ball. Fafnir should be like in the 60s, Mithras should be in the 60s, 80s. I know I could just recruit them or use a compendium, but why not fuse them? Not like I don't do this anymore. I could fuse him with Pendragon? Okay. Interesting. Poison Dragon Sympathy. Increased physical attack greatly increases poison effects. Golden Greed. 5 weak physical attacks to random foes. High chance of inflicting poison on said random foes. Well, no need to tell me twice. You know what? We'll get funny numbers from it.
Is this demon to your life?
Happy to meet you, fellow SMT enjoyer. Hello, Mako. Hello, Mako Godari. How are you doing today? CC Sims Rhino Demon expansion might be a lot and lots of work because it's an action RPG. Too many animations. I mean, he could just limit some of the animations. I just have 1 magic, 1 physical, and then a movement animation for said physical, since I learned that the Draco Strikes are where a lot of the movement animations come from. And I know that because I found out Cleopatra has a movement animation when she was doing Black Draco Strike when I was testing her out for Daemon. And yeah, she flew up to the enemy and then smacked the crap out of them. And who's next? Mithras. Mithras, then Ball. There he is. Mark of Punishment. Heavy fire attack to 1 foe. Pierce. Heavy light attack to random foes. Trance to insta-kill with striking weakness. When some of him stock, raise all stats of all allies by 1... What the fuck? Has he always had that? Why the hell are people using him? Wait, I could use Lucifer to summon this guy. Good God. Fafnir's my husband. Yeah, that's base game. Good lord. Fafnir has such a cool design. How did the young man learn to play the organ? Who knows? Considering this man is clearly cultured because he reads a book of poems. Maybe he just learned naturally. He just picked it up when he was a kid or something. I bet I wouldn't be too surprised by it, honestly. Also, this guy knows light. I did not notice that before. You learn to interact with Rock Subaraki, but Orion's getting replaced.
Is this demon to your liking?
Wait, I'm gonna check.
It is a pleasure.
And then he learns High Fire by default, too. And then physical, good god. Actually, he doesn't have any physical skills. Like, in a normal gameplay sense, Mithras just built himself. But in this case, he doesn't have physical.
I say.
Also, I just realized he's reusing one of the female voices. Young man is that nerd guy in class that also gets the girls. Humans breathe pointless air, humans bleed pointless blood, humans think pointless thoughts. Yoko in a nutshell. You know what? Screwball, I could just get him for the compendium. Let's do Ulcera Lord next, also known as SMT1's final boss. Well, one of the two. Still can't believe this guy is the final boss in SMT1 and not Ariok of all things. I could use all of the Kadishtu to summon this guy. Okay. Actually, no, she has the fire skill. Slaughter all. 15 weak almighty attacks to random foes. Interesting technique. That's pretty cool. I wonder, what if another demon had a skill that could do something like that? Yeah, why does this guy have Agrat's skill? Why does he have Agrat's skill? Mithras and Strange Journey. The DX2 Mithras thinks women are icky, so they can't be in this new world. Tsukuyomi is technically the weakest final boss here. I mean, yeah, because he's just dude, and he only gets like one press turn. The others get two. Then all demon users kill him. Ulcera and Michael are the final bosses of SMT1. Am I right? Yeah, you're right. Michael, if you take the Chaos path. Ulcera if you take the Law path. Both if you do neutral. Which I'm still planning on doing that. I did schedule it for this week because I was going to do Mario 3. I wanted to get some stuff done in the randomizer. And I wanted to do Demon expansion because I saw the skill expansion stuff. So he's only learning 2 skills. Got it. Is there there's a Repel Ice. Nice. And Almighty Avatar's not going to work. He's not really going to crit anyway. Could give him Freikugel, but slaughter all. Also is weird because he's technically a fodder demon, but also really important. Yeah, like if I'm right, isn't Ravana on top of him? But okay, that looks really scary. Look at his face. But that armor's shining. I really like that too. My goodness. I stole that coming from another user. Megaton Press, you say? Oh, he's gonna learn Freikugel anyway. Myriad. Nah, he's not getting an agility boost. That's never gonna hit. Yeah, it's like Ulcera's supposed to be below Ronova, but you fight Ronova first. And then so that is weird.
Return when you have gathered more demons.
The idea is that Ulceras are basically demons who rebelled against the gods. And what's funny is that according to SMT, the Strange Journey Ulcera is just a regular Ulcera, but then the SMT1 Ulcera is known as Ulcera Lord, like he's a higher ranked one. Alright, so he needs to be leveled up, and he's the only one who needs to be leveled up. They aren't just a single dude, but many.
Make yourself at home.
Which would make sense, because correct me if I'm wrong, isn't Brahma like the lord, like the actual king of Osiris? Just correct me if I'm wrong on that. Sorry man, you got Galvanic Slash, that's all you need. Wait, no, I know a place where I can fight demons. Just teleport to here. What is funny is that despite being the final boss of SMT1, Osiris Strange Journey is much harder. I also read something that apparently Osira in Strange Journey turns into Ashura. The freaking tall giant girl. What the hell? Oh, Brahma is part of the Trimurti with Shiva and Vishnu, no? Yeah, he is. But he doesn't get as much screen time as the others. Wait, no, that skill pierces, I believe. So I'm gonna run a couple of tests then. And these guys have useful... Yeah, he's got fire. And not really, but people thought it was. Ashura is the wife of God. Oh my god. Now we all know the best lord is Lord Luguru. Ashura is the wife of El. He's the creator god, yet Hinduism barely focuses on him for whatever reason. El was the god of Canaan. And what was it? And also Brahma is Sarasvati's husband. Meaning, yeah, Vishnu has his let me try again. Lakshmi has her husband, Parvati has her husband, and Sarasvati, for whatever reason, does not. Enter Yoshitsune. That did a lot of damage. And Gog nulls physical. At least I thought he did. Mark of punishment, let's do it. So one gets burnt and the other gets, well, lighted. But they both get lighted, kind of like one use skill. Galvanic. But he just summons General Masakado to do his work for him. Man, those animations are still awkward. Yeah, they're still kind of ancient. Yeah, Brahma, Shiva, and Vishnu are all the same being technically. Or maybe it's to say spirit like Jesus YHVH to the Holy Spirit. Bro, they are so loud. For no reason, too. So yeah, Mithras oh wait, there's something else I need to check now that I think about it. Summoning everyone's favorite goat, and then he doesn't pierce, he slaughter all. Is there nothing about audio to cheat engine? No, sadly no. Sadly no. And if there is, well, I'm not proficient with cheat engine, so I'm not sure how to do that. So that was Slaughter All in a nutshell. You can all go home now. As I null attack on purpose. Now let's see if I change him, or change her, excuse me. Yeah, he just applies luster candy to everybody. Mithras useful? Yes. Wait a minute, I just realized that that's a strength-based attack. Or does he have an ability that lets his stuff crit? Increases crit rate. Okay, so is this strength based? Because this should not be critting. We have Agrat at home, everybody. I just say YHVH phonetically. Nope, wrong. I know it's incorrect, but I didn't see. Slaughter all dealt less damage did Fenrir's retaliate. This proves Fenrir is more powerful than all Sora Lord. You know? No, we're just gonna do this. Or just Jehovah. It's a translation of the name like Shisin Yeshua. Okay. So yeah, Asura might actually be scary.
Welcome.
Because he has that skill. Like, Slaughter all being strength based and basically just being Agrat's ability. Yeah, that's kinda nuts. Just saying. Still haven't used him. And after him, let's see. So, Ball, Lakshmi, Norn. Norn's skill is broken, I think, in a good way. Like, if I check her stuff wait, that's the wrong one. If I check her stuff again, where is she? Norn, who art thou? Moment of Fate. Raises all stats of all allies by 1 rank. All skills for all allies besides self will not cost MP for the rest of the turn. As in, she just reduces magic costs to 0. This is an Omagatoki. This is Omagatoki free, except literal. Alright, your Wickeroo for short. Lol, thought you were writing a 10-page essay on his name. Hermit Habito attack line, both Japanese and English separately. Let's see. Honestly, what he says in Japanese when he performs Parse Alien Blur, he just sounds so badass. And then English, I'd probably have to go with Profound Land. When he casts it, he just screams corruption. I like the demon Ikusu? Nord looks so freaking cool. She does. Anyway, let's summon her. The Moment of Faith, aka Bull Crap. When did she get Boom Boost DX? Wait a minute. Whoa. Time out. CC gave her Boom Boost DX by default now. Originally, it was just, I think, Shiva and Beelzebub who had it, but now she has it too. And the translation just removes it. All Nahabito skills have names referencing Susanoo own Japanese mythology. I don't know what he say other than Ikuzo, which means come on. I like Lunar Hurricane and Wrath Tempest. Yeah, Lunar Hurricane is pretty badass, especially since if you listen to it in Japanese, both Tsukuyomi and the Nahobino say the same thing, but in English they say something different, which I honestly don't get. No Lelek. You know what? What's she gonna learn? No Light, that's useless. Cause why not? Great mana, not like she won't need it or anything. And then because.
Is this demon?
I think they didn't get it. The English localization isn't the best. Yeah, like I've already said my piece where I do know some of the lines are wrong. Like how Tao specifically mentions the Nahobito when talking to Abigail, but never says it in English. And then apparently in Japanese, when Yuzuru says that he's going to become a Nahobito, the game never specifies that. In Japanese, it specifically says that Yuzuru found out that he's the knowledge of a god named Tsukuyomi, and at no point does it even reference that Koshumizu might be Tsukuyomi. Then in Creation, when you speak to Nua in front of the Hindu area, when Yakumo calls out to her, he doesn't refer to her by name. He just calls her Demon. He's like, Demon, what are you doing? Like, they got that part right, the what are you doing part. Oh, cool. But they didn't get the... Basically, he was just showing blatant disrespect to her, essentially. There's no dodging this. I wish Suki said that too. Yeah, we're just like, there's no dodging this. Yeah, so or maybe Tsukuyomi said, your fate's already sealed. Like, I think if they just said the same, like, either one of them saying both would sound really cool. That's also how we know the Mandala, the Great Will, aren't the same. Yeah, because I mean, Satan himself, when you go to fight him, he's like, Nahobino, I've got news for you. You've done approximately all to the Mandala system. No one who else was on my list. Lakshmi and Bal. Lakshmi should be in the 60s. And not Lakshmi alternate. She didn't get changed. But she still has the ungodly skill known as virtuous prosperity. Lakshmi should be right around here. Yeah, her new skill, Lotus Dance. Slight MP recovery to all allies and raises attack to max. Cures all status ailments. You know what, I'll take it. Yakubu, you dickhead. Italian translation appears to be more accurate. There's also a Portuguese translation, but I don't know because I prefer to read games in English. One day I'll replay the game in Portuguese and see if it's more accurate. Why can't I have a full party of false replicates? I know, that'd be awesome. And broken, because you could just heavily Ikuyubi 4 times in a row with a Wagatoki critical. Yeah, True Neutral appears to be a screw you to the Mandala, yet they do say the outcome is what the Great Will wants. Maybe that was Yuzu's contribution to the fusion. He knows how to do mitosis for some reason. Easy. Yogi, is there a Puzzle Boy mod? Hello, Big Bear, and no, Puzzle Boy has not been re-added to the game. Thank the Lord. I give her concentrate. Well, you know, I'll just let her learn those. So what am I going to give her? Resist. You know, fine, repel physical because Gary McCullough likes it. While in the after party, if an ally's attack is raised by 2, their attacks, including magic, make. Wow! So now she has a skill that just straight up sets up her innate. That's very nice. But I think not even Atlas knows what the Great Will is. I mean, they killed it in one game.
We shall fight side by side.
They killed it in Last Bible, literally. And then the main character of that game became the Great Will. Or a hero who's sown his legacy into legend. But clearly, yeah, the Great Will and the Mandala are 2 different things. Because what Satan implies is that basically every Megaton game ever exists. But in separate timelines. Which from a multiverse perspective makes sense. But it's also like, by God, what the hell? Okay, now we'll summon Bal. So, his 2 uniques, this, what else? Does he learn? Nah, he's not gonna be able to learn. Wait, no, I'll give him those. This, and I'll leave it at that.
Is this demon?
I thought my favorite one was the Flame Divinity. Oh no. Mamoru! Because they say Kakatsuchi and Nocturne is another name for YHVH, cool, but they also say the Great Will of Nocturne was YHVH. Also, keep in mind, as far as even in SMT2, YHVH himself straight up says that killing him will do nothing, as people who worship him will bring him back power and the Great Will recreate him. Implying, or basically directly saying, that he's just an avatar of the Great Will. I like that in this game that felt magic and physicals equal in power, or both. Yeah, I like that too. Like in the in the original game, magic was useless. The strongest magic skill you even got was a cheaper Megidola in the form of Arrow Rain, or whatever it was called. But and the strongest skill was learned by a dude who had no magic stat, Lugaru. But then they buffed the hell out of magic with skills like Moonlight Frost being available to the player, and what was the skill? Heavily Ikuyumi, which is actually stronger than critical Murakumo, and is a lot easier to set up since it doesn't require random luck to be good. No, say less.
Say.
I can watch this dude trying to remind me of himself or something. Nah, I just want Cerberus to hang out with. Do you want humanity to be God? I want SMT to be real in our multiverse. Let me fuse demons instead of writing papers all day. Look, I'd rather write papers than live in SMT world. That doesn't sound fun. It's most likely you'd be an NPC and not a devil summoner. There are different multiverses as well. The Amala is different from the star system in Double Survivor 2. Alright, honestly, pretty chaos aligned. You would make a good rep. You need Murmur for optimal play. They butchered Murakumo here, not because of the power level, but because in English he says the line later than usual. Yeah, like in Japanese, as soon as he gets the beam, like you hear it, you see his lips move, and he's like, Murakumo! But then when in English, it's like you see his lips move, and then he's like, Murakumo! Whatever user wanted is probably what I want. Just give me the cool doll cringe. Fun fact, Aramasa is another name for the sword Kusanagi. And that sword does actually appear in older games. That sword came out of Orochi when he was killed. Orochi gave birth to a weapon. Learned something new today. Physical still has the strongest damage potential in general with Vengeance. Some demons in the Nahabino get magic skills of equivalent or higher damage. Makumo! That skill actually exists IRL and was how the leaders of Japan were able to claim to be gods. Interesting. If demons were real, I so speedrun becoming a superhuman recruiting Lugaru. If SRT were real, I would be the great... Not Hibino. Honestly, I'd probably be one of those guys that you see hanging around the area that's like, dude, there's demons outside, I don't want to deal with this. That, or I'd be the meme lord with a Preda that actually does real damage. Now, I want to see if Norn really reduces MP cost to 0. And I've got just the lady to test that out. And for those who didn't know, Barong now spawns out in the wild. Yeah, they had to get the Emperor to say he wasn't actually descended from Amaterasu. All 13 Watchers, we would all die for the nuke radiation or just the nuke. Alright, forgot about the nukes. Yeah, keep in mind, depending on which SMT lore you want to follow, either Tokyo gets annihilated by the United States, or either Tokyo gets annihilated by the United States and the demons basically destroy the rest of the world, or Tokyo gets dragged into some literal hell And then the rest of the world gets annihilated because it was not dragged into that hell. Moment of fate. Let's do this. All skill. Yeah, all skills cost nothing. Look at this. It's perfectly fair and balanced.
How's this?
Just free skills. Oh wait, I can't use that. Whoops.
Addon.
Wait, what? I just used the Amatsukai critical, right? There we go. Oh, I see. Okay. So that they only get one action where it doesn't cost MP. But that's still pretty powerful. And the Magatsuhi gauge didn't decrease. I just noticed that too. What the hell? Infinite loop strategies are now even easier to complete than before. I might have to try that now that I know I could do that. Who needs a free 200 MP when you can do that? Wait, does this stack? You've gotta be fucking kidding me. It stacks! Oh my god! It fucking stacks! Okay, so when it said slight MP, she fucking meant it? Guys, what the hell am I playing? Literally, what the hell am I playing now? I must know this answer. I was able to do that twice in one turn. Okay, he's immune to light.
How's this?
This Norn looks different. Is it because of the mod? No. This is Norn's default design in the game. Jesus. Not even Japan, just Tokyo. SMT2, they say the rest of the world is completely uninhabitable outside of Tokyo Millennium. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they couldn't fend off the demons because they didn't have any summoning computers. Yeah, that makes more sense. But consider, people in Osaka just chilling as usual, while LF Megiddo arcs the remnants of Tokyo. Doesn't Satan blow up the whole planet, or at the very least kill all mortal life? Devil Survivor 2 takes place in more than just Tokyo. Oh, that's cool. I think, no. I think Gaiten only takes place in Tokyo, but it's really big. That's why Desu 2 is based. No spoilers for spin-offs, please. I haven't got there yet. Oh my god. Visor, you could do it indefinitely thanks to Amatsukai. Oh dear. I just downloaded Desu 1 for 3DS, though, so it'll start soon. We need SMT game with the original capital Kyoto downloaded. I forgot. Okay, let's be funny. I still have those two in my party, right? Of course I do. I must understand how fair and balanced this can be. SMT4, I think, would be fine, hopefully. Alright, let's do this. And then... Right, if I got it cost 0, whoops. That just say resistant critical? Did that not? Whoa, what the? Did that not pierce or something? Israel? Honestly, I love an SMT game taking place in Israel, though now it's probably bad timing. Yeah, probably. Not like there's a good time. Israel and Palestine will forever be locked in conflict, hot or not. In SMT4, not many people die. Depends on your ending. If you pick the neutral route, it's just a lot of demons and gods dying. Nothing too crazy. If you pick the law route, wait, no, crap, no spoilers. Sorry, no spoilers. I forgot about that. They'd have to set it in, like, pre-modern era if they want to get into religion, which would be cool. Pokemon did it, and it worked out pretty well. Try it against Hydra. Wants to make Gaza the slums where all the demons are eating people. Try it against Hydra. Challenge accepted. Oh, that's lost hit. Whoops. I was wondering what the hell was going on for a minute. So he would have to be in, like, second position to do that. So this game is now called... You Get No Turns. Honestly, my favorite game of all time. Okay, so to set this up... Now, how would I do that? I know I need Tiamat to loop one turn. And then I need someone to carry over buffs, and I need someone with strategize. Oh, so what time are we at? It's only 4 o'clock. Okay, it hasn't been that long. That place will never see peace because everyone there has a claim to Jerusalem. Have you fought Shiva in the save file? Yes, I already have. The Holy Land is actually filled with blood. Quite literally, and it's not even the blood of the divine.
Hey!
Alright, let's see. If I tag him in for Norn, where is she? Wait, does SMT originally take place in it? Wait, does SMT originally take place in Israel have something to do with JJCAT? Not sure. Hi, Hydra, it's time for another showcase. I haven't even heard of that. Assuming it does. Still has Quickhitis -3, because why not? Okay, let's see. But I should be able to just... Oh, you can repeat Evergreen Dance too. Okay. No, I think that'll override it if I do that, if I'm correct. Wait, what? Did it? Oh my god, the skill stack! Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no! Oh no! Infinite loops! Have we discovered the new infinite loop strategy, everybody? It's so good! Oh no! That gives me an idea that's not a good thing! Oh my god! Use this against Demi Feed. Give him not PTSD. I only get a few turns of doing it because Moment of Fate. Unless I find a way to Dekaja myself, Moment of Fate can't be used more than 3 times. But I'd have, or I could just keep restoring magic. That works too. Wait, I just gotta see. Did that? I don't. Unless he unnerfed it. What the hell? Yeah, once per turn, my rear end. Once per turn, it says. Funny. Change Tiamat to Amatsukai, then back to Tiamat. Do I even have Amatsukai in my stock? I don't even have her in my stock. I got rid of her. Oh, that would be funny as hell. Everybody, we found the I don't know why people are doing these elaborate ass strategies for infinite loops. It's literally this easy for real Why is everybody doing this? It's easy for real Oh man. SMT, but your opponent doesn't get to take a turn. My favorite game. Oh my god. Does this require her to be in the party or no? You know what? It actually doesn't matter. It actually doesn't matter, I think. I'll need to run some more tests, but I don't even think it matters. Oh wow, she can't use it this turn? Was it some weird anomaly? Yeah, I'll need to run some tests. I need to double check and see why she's even capable of doing that. SMT, but you are the final boss! Because if so, this should be used to just cheese every fight in the game, literally. Oh my god, this is crazy. Come on, game. Really? We're right at the precipice. She can't use it because she doesn't have enough magic. Okay. You act like that's a problem, game? Tiamat is so funny. She truly is the final boss of this game. It's incredible. I never thought I'd experience such a thing. Now I need to run some tests. We're gonna fight Demi-Fiend, don't worry, but I need to run some tests. Because if I could indefinitely loop this... Strategize. The buff. Switch into somebody for heavy damage. Just spam on them. Wait a minute. Doesn't he grant... Okay, yeah, he grants Impaler's Glory. And then I could use... Ooh. I wonder...
Hey!
Do it with a slime. Death by 1,000 lunches. I need to see this. I need to see this. Okay, everything seems normal so far. Okay, then switch for Norn.
Let's go.
Fade to this. Wait, no, that's gonna waste a turn.
Your turn. Go.
Bring her back in.
Come!
Level 999 adversary versus level 1 crook. Totally possible. Depends on how many times I could actually do this, though. Because I don't know the answer to that question. Didn't know. Okay, so it looks like it only works like once per turn. Or once. So, like, if you pass, that counts as a free action. Strange. Now, who else did I want? I'd want Mana from Impaler's Glory.
Let's go!
Okay, now it says he can't. Oh wait, of course he can't do it. It's full. Greatly increases the damage. Oh, of self. But I could also do Reigns of. Yeah, let's do that. And there we go. She has more magic. Wait, no, he's got max stats. He could do it.
Your turn! Go!
He spent 6 hours transforming into slot. Transforming Cyber to a nuclear ball with strategies. Some guy's already done that in the base game. That's actually pretty crazy. I think someone could actually do that in the base game. Does she have? Yeah, she does. Not just a busted slime, a level 1 slime with basic stats. Like, seriously, the fact somebody really went through the trouble of actually doing that. And yep, she can still use it. Know how to switch her into an actual damage dealer then.
Your turn! Go!
The most impressive thing is that he is able to just crit their stacking effects in Slime's 6 hours. Like, dude's patience is next level. I probably couldn't do that. Keyword probably. I just realized I just forgot what I had to do. Free primordial. Infinite loop strat done easy. So yeah, I guess you don't need to pay money for Dagda. You could just do this. I just thought of something else. What if I also were to... Wait, that would cost like 400 MP. But it would also be very funny. Unless... I don't think I have anybody who could use Doubler. I think it's all just savage people. But what else would be funny?
Let's go. Your turn. Go.
A free 23 MP heal. Even this costs 1 MP. But it looks like I can't do it anymore. Not like it mattered. Goodness. Thing is that it took 1 hit to kill Satan, and that was completely overkill. He could have done it at the 4-hour mark. Okay, and now my free wins have just disappeared. I'll have to wait to summon in Jackie Boy. So it seems like there's a limit on how many times I can do it. Keyword seems like. Yeah, what? No, screw that, I can wait another turn.
Let's go.
This is literally the dumbest crap I've ever seen in this game. And I've seen some dumb crap people have done in this game. Both the Super Giga Chad slime and this. You'd have to plan it out correctly, but I totally think it's 100% possible to beat the 999 super bosses with a strong enough party using just this strat. And it only requires, like, the main character to have one skill, and then one other demon. God, this is so stupid. I love it. Ailment update, guys. Jesus Christ, dude. Why didn't I just... whatever. I think you need to put the MC in the third slot. Because if Ashura misses, you're screwed. Yeah, good point. But that's... like, if she does miss, the game's over. So you do got a point right there. Also, does this mean Norn is top tier now?
Hot take.
Just curious, is Norn now a top tier demon? Make it for this. Yeah, she can't use it this turn. Is it because she's bumped up or something? I really don't know. Okay, this I want to see.
Let's go.
Norn is S+ tiered now, only because of Demon Expansion. And now everybody magically has shield. Wait, is that Shield of God or what's the other one? Kanabi Veil. Nah, it ain't worth it. Okay, so it's just Super Blight. That's all I got from that.
Let's go.
Jesus. Okay, now she can use it again. Is the trigger for me using it again Kanabi Veil? SMT5, but you truly are the endgame super boss. No, Demon Expansion also changed the base demons. It changes some of them, yeah. The newest updates have actually been adding skills to base demons. Now, because people asked, we're gonna give Demi-Fiend some Mott PTSD. Wait, do I still have the goatest of goats? Oh shit! I got rid of Hero. Crap. Oh, I don't think I need him. We're gonna give. Wait. Speaking of Mott PTSD, buff my boy Ubera. No, buff my girl Titania first. Oh yeah, Mott got buffed, and I forgot. He has something called Harmonious Death. No, where is he is my question. There he is. Harmonious Death. Consume all remaining press turn icons. Add 1 turn at the start of the user's next turn. That's actually pretty good if he goes last and you got only a flashing icon left. Kinda useless otherwise. But also, almost seems like a reference, but I digress. However, if I bring him into the party, he's basically cooked because he doesn't have much vitality at 150. Demifeed will kill him. So I can't. If you do, you need to use Mod himself. Give Lugaru Jirefe de Torred Blood-Starved Werewolf. Okay, I don't have any space for him. Give me a second. I'm not using... Wait, I'm not using... Wait, can I fuse him? No, I can't fuse him away because I left the World of Shadows. Demifeed won't be able to get a turn. It'll be like with Demifeed, when you encounter Demifeed for the first time. He just kills you with Javelin Rain if you're somehow that unlucky. And you just never got a turn. Wait, Demifeed has like 425 in each stat, I think. I don't think I'll have enough agility to do that. I could summon Lugaru with this guy. Well, this is bound to make someone happy. All it requires is an innocent rabbit. It won't be that bad for that long, as far as I know. Critical Aura, Plamora, Nihil Claw. He will be needing Critical Aura when I'm done with him.
Is this demon to you?
Teton would be happy. No, unless I would have bumped one up to 999. Nihil, yeah, sure, why not? Thunder, wow, okay, I guess Lugaru just wants to build himself. I digress.
Do you mind?
The essence of the cursed werewolves, but you already have it. Now, I'm just going to be a curious George and not do that. So if I check Lugaru's stats, like a 238 agility is not too bad, but it's still like half of what I need. If I'm right, so 1, 2, then 1, 2, 3. 3. Okay, so I could keep Zeal and I could keep Elect Avatar, which is what I need. But let me see. So I need Elect Plamora, High Elect Plamora, and Elect Survivor. And then this will be a guaranteed crit should it actually land. Let's wait a minute. Let me see how it worked on him really quick. You know, he should be in the compendium now. Somewhere. Oh, I see. Okay, it's not that easy. You have to have magic crits enabled, so I'd have to run Mishagushi in order to get it to work. At least I looked that up before trying to do it and being like, wait, why isn't it working? M. There's no room in your stuff. Of course there isn't.
Will you?
Cursed werewolves? Well, like, blessed God, bless Lord Lugaru. Oh, I know you've been having fun with Lugaru in augmented reality. Give Vishnu Chaturaba. My goodness. Now back to what I was trying to do. Okay, so first High Elect Plamora. There's only like a couple demons that have that. Yeah, a couple demons, literally. Too bad neither of them have Electric Survivor. That would make this super efficient. than any of those last 2 slots for Plem and Survive. I wish I pulled do a Dieter at AR. The hill club, but like the hill decking. Hello guys, hello Vinicius, how are you doing today? And then... You know, I just realized I probably should have kept Thunder Rain. Because I could have used it to farm hits instead of Souffle de Eclair or Zeo, or True Zeo dying. Elect Survivor. You know, it doesn't matter. I could get it back. I just gotta get rid of Nihil Claw. Not like he's gonna need it where he's going. Wait, it's an electric skill, you fool. I've used basically everybody who has it, my god. He could buff himself. Using himself.
How is this?
Also, they buffed the Bahamut in DX2, the black... Baphomet. With an underside skill. The fuck? After a long time, I'm able to watch your stream again. Yeah, it's great to have you here. Really? Like, go Keaton? Yes. Nice. Okay, so... Here's what I'm thinking. With the infinite loop cheese... Crits damage. I'm pretty sure this resets if I unsummon him, but that'll be a test for us to check out. And then, Mott's in my party, right? No, he's not. I never summoned him. Well, I've came this far. I can't do that. I've come this far, so... I must bump up Michiguchi, and then I guess I'll dump Lakshmi. And I'll resummon Mott so I could do the funny business with him. I mean, his ability's really cool, but he's not going to survive a turn unless I give him null physical and the endures. Null physical to deter Demi-Fiend from attacking him, and then the endures for the obvious. And his innate is, we're just gonna pretend it doesn't exist. But expand piercing aura, on the other hand. This is so he's Force, Dark, and Almighty, with mostly magic. Oh, screw null physical. Wind. He's also weak to the almighty electric element. Harmonious Death. Oh, he learns no force for some reason. Too bad I can't... Wait a minute. Let me check his fusion materials. I might be able to do something else funny. Because he has Truzan dying. Fun fact, you could actually set up with Artemis, change to Lugaru, and his innate will still be active. Really? I did not know that. Yeah, I work for biology. Nice. You guys work right now. I'm just studying. I'm still a student. I asked to be laid off of my last company, so now I'm just studying Python. Alright, if you could actually do some coding with that, make a little money freelance or career-wise, that's pretty good. Get really hard these past few weeks. Buffed Ball seems good too. I actually used him recently in Democalypse. Nice. And working on my game too, though I haven't worked much recently because I'm in a bit of a writer's block. Trying to think of what level I should do next. If you want to give, some advice, if you're on writer's block, usually what I do when I have writer's block is that I usually just drop it for a bit and do something else, and then, like, magically after a few days or weeks, the inspiration just slams into me, like the mop PTSD I'm gonna give Demi-Fiend, and then it's usually sometime inconvenient, like when I'm at work or something, and then I just get to work. Like, I write it down somewhere, and then I either work on it during my next break, or I go and work on it when I get home, the second I can do it. Trying to see what demons I could use. Oh, I know I could use Chitaya, that's for sure. Chitaya's not here. Too bad I can't just bookmark it to start another demon, or a specific demon. I don't think this fusion tree works. Or I'd have to do a bunch of middle line, or I'd have to do a bunch of fusion to get him, or I'd have to do a bunch of fusion to get a demon that can be summoned by him. Now let's give it a try, I guess. Sam, wish you the best of luck, Vinicius. Today was my last day of grad school classes. Now I just need to do final projects and have 3 months to work on my thesis. Well, GG, baby Harpseal, and I hope you can complete your thesis not on time, but early, and to the best of your abilities. I can't fuse Mott directly because there is no fusion recipe for him between Sanyaza. I didn't want to mispronounce him. I can't fuse him directly. I have to fuse him another way. I have to fuse him into another demon and then work from there. I wonder, what if I fused him into a Flamies? Could I get anything? That probably won't work. What could I fuse to get? God, I hope so too. Very nervous about, but I gotta grab the bull by the horn, so to speak. Pretty literally. Actually, no, that is pretty cheap now I think. That's pretty expensive. Let's start with a Flamey, see if I can get anything from that. All I need are these skills. Literally nothing else matters.
Is this demon to your liking?
Or maybe you're a matador. I will use Red Capote to dodge my responsibilities. No, that's not how it works. You're supposed to use it to dodge the enemy. Flamey Essence. There he is. Harmonious Death. Choose Ondine. Critical Zealot. Force Avatar. Give him the other 3. I probably won't even need Harmonious Death now that I think about it. And then I could use Quetzalcoatl to force critical hits.
Is this demon to your...
Choose Zeodine and Choose Zondyne are not unique. No, they're generic skills. The True Dines, because all of them exist now, those are generic skills. So you could put them on anybody. The catch is that the ones who learn the True Dine skills, you cannot inherit their essences. So only demons can get these skills, not the player. These are demon exclusive. And then I could just give him the Lugaroo treatment and just give him... And then I just give him the Lugaroo treatment and give him the survivors and whatnot. And what the hell am I about to do? Theosits Essence Mod. Force Survivor. I think I already know which one that... But yeah, isn't it like Type 1 or Type A? Yeah, it is Type A. Oh. No, Demifiend does resist. Demifiend does resist force, so I'd probably have to use something else to get around that. Probably a Yeah, I know. I'd have to use a Magataki critical to get around that. And then I need the Plemoris.
How is this?
Megiddo? Then I'd have to run someone with Divine Decree in order to get that to work. But Megiddo could actually work though. And then I could just give him the almighty stuff. You know, yeah, I think that sounds a lot more simple. That sounds a lot more simple on paper. And I think I still have access to Almighty Avatar, and if not, I know where to grab it. It should be Type D, if I'm right. Which, of course, I don't have, but I know where to get it. It's cool. Well, oh yeah, he did use Megiddo on a Nocturne. I forgot because when I played Nocturne, I killed Mott so quickly. I think I was like level 80 something when I fought him. I over leveled significantly. When I fought Mott, he didn't even get to do his funny business. I think he did like Dragonite twice in one turn at worst. But then I just killed him because I was severely over leveled. If you want to know how over leveled I was, I had gotten Lucifer. I had beaten Lucifer before I went to the Diet Building. Not Lucifer, I beat Metatron before reaching the Diet Building. And that is where I learned something that I don't think I've seen anybody else talk about. There's a cutscene that plays after Isamu sacrifices Hijiri, where if you've already attained the true demon route, Lucifer will show up and tell you to go to the Tower of Kagetsuchi and kill all the other gods. Like, he'll straight up tell you to do that. I don't think many people know that, because in order to do that, you have to have Metatron defeated and lock yourself into the true demon route before watching that cutscene. Megiddo Baryon sounds better. What? Well, did he use Megiddo Lawn? Yeah, he did use Megiddo Lawn. He also used Thunder Rain, or Bolt Storm as it was called back then. So yeah, Megiddo Lawn sucks in this game, but hey, why is Slaughter all up here? And there's a lot of demons that own Megiddo Lawn, including someone with High Almighty Plamora. I think I got rid of his... Wait, no. I think I got rid of his Repel Physical like a moron. Megiddo Alone, and then Critical Zealot, and then I need somebody with, Divine Decree, and then I could go from there. High Almighty. Almighty Avatar is next. Here's my idea for a new skill. Very original. Aqua Baryon, Magna Baryon, Psy Baryon, Fry Baryon, Grey Baryon, Garu Baryon. Really, that sounds so cool. So, D. If I get Res Physical will not be enough. Demi-Fiend will still destroy his HP. I need him to repel it specifically. Because repel will end the turn if Demi-Fiend attacks him. Or I could just be smart and run Lilith for a turn or two. Since she is the one who... What's the term I'm looking for? She's the one who could just do block physical. And apparently Demi-Fiend's AI can't recognize shields.
How is this?
Which is good. I just wish he had more attack powers. I don't think I'll be able to kill him in time. No, what? Oh, Allure of Wisdom. I could give him that too, just to increase his power a bit. Almighty Survivor. And then I just need Almighty Plumora, which I think Agrod has access to. Oh wait, does it 10 have access to? No, it doesn't, but it does have a lower... Wait, yeah, it does! Wait a minute, no, if it's critting, then it doesn't need a lower wisdom. Enduring Soul for insurance, then.
How is this?
Never knew about that cutscene. Yeah, I never seen it ever outside of my own personal playthrough of Nocturne. If you ever get water and earth back, I will shave my legs. Persona 2 Remake does not count, okay? But dude, it might make people... But hey, remember man, Zon, Force Magic is a thing in that game. Force and Wind. And apparently Force is almighty. And then a Divine Decree user. Ultra has to stay in the party at all times. So... I just realized Mott's agility is too low. He might actually miss as well.
Return.
Who's an electric demon I could bully? I just literally answered my own question. Alright, first things first. How much money do I have left? 49 million, okay. Okay, so I think I know what I'm gonna do, but first I just need to run through a few demons fairly quickly. Actually, no, don't mess with that just yet.
Hey!
I remember someone beat Demi-Fiend in Base 5 with Minato demons like Sandman on Meraki, Kates, etc. featuring Cyranoop. Just to save the day. What if they make Persona 2 Part 3? Incense. I use Cyranoop in my God board hard Demi-Fiend fight. He's got some really good skill potentials. He does. I'm kind of interested in what I could do with him later on. So I know exactly who's weak to electricity. Level 800. Okay, this will be fun. These costs cheer up until Tsukiyomi final very hard playthrough. Yeah, battle gliding, my favorite. Oh god, you used to God. Jesus. Bro, why aren't you pretty? Some god going humans. So close. Wow, natural miss. I forgot he had healing. Okay. Not the only thing I forgot about. Have you ever seen Konsu's older design? I believe I have, but I forgot what he looked like. So I know this isn't his first outing. Everyone is dancing furiously. Queen Agrat, let's do this. Strategize strategies. Honestly, I think his agility might be too low, which is kind of scary for me. Where is she?
Your turn. Go.
8 of Demeter. Kotu's old design was like a dancing mummy. 8 of Demeter was Demeter though. He got a glow up. People have been way too hard on Doi because most of his design. Doi. Yeah, most of Doi's designs, I like them. Like, I don't actually ever recall having a problem with any of Doi's designs now I think about it. I forgot to give him proficiency. Crap. Well, let's see how hard this will hit. Hits hard enough, okay. And I also just thought of something. That's the wrong demon. That's what I thought of right there. It is hard. Wrong demon. I meant to summon this guy. I just really dislike the Demeter design. She'd be fine if she were an adult woman. And what's weird is that I've seen a design for Persephone. She looks ugly as hell. Oh, there we go. Now we're doing some good numbers. God damn it! That's what I was scared of.
Your turn. Go.
I actually don't mind Demeter, she just needs to be aged up physically. The reason why is because Strange Journey, they drew her the same way they would draw a regular character, with softer lines. Yeah, because Zeus got a redesign where his lines are a little more sharp, but Demeter didn't. They just took that design and made her 3D. I thought the design itself feels fine, but we really need her to grow up. Yeah, I get why Deutsch chose to do that, but I disagree with him that it was a good idea. Especially since if you think about it too hard, Demeter's a mother, and Demeter literally gave birth to Persephone, and Demeter's a child. There's something very wrong with that image. And we don't need a microscope to understand what is wrong with it. Did his power reset? Oh right, it didn't crit, that's why. I was like, wait a minute, did his power reset? Atlas forced his hand. He said on an interview that Atlas asked him to draw her that way to show her relevance to the plot. What the? Yes, it's slowly getting stronger, I noticed that.
Your turn. Go.
Oh dang, I did not know that. Completely ignoring Boston. Did they ask it to make her a little girl too, or is that a artistic liberty? Yeah, especially considering Conical seems to have an affiliation for woman's breast, if you look at any of his older artworks. Take the risk. He keeps missing at the last second, I swear. I'm sure every time Luger hits a skill. Go get him, my man. That's my man. Make me proud. Maybe if I boosted his accuracy, that'd help out a little bit. Artistic liberty, he wanted to focus more on her side as a goddess of the harvest. Yeah, Luger, just as I was sure. That works.
Let's go.
The childlike is the liberty Atlas asked for. Wow. So Atlas then again, these are the same guys who paired a child with a robot, a teenager with a child, and a teenager with an adult. So, kinda not surprised. If he misses, I swear to God. Yeah, he's slowly getting more powerful. I can see it happening in real time. Isn't Idun married? Idun is the goddess of youth, and yes, she is married. Idun is also a child, but her... Yeah, Idun in canon, in IRL canon, is a child, but in-game, she's depicted as an adult. Rocky, I'm calling the cops! Oh god, I can't do it again, crap. Yeah, crap, I can't do it again. I've got one hope, then.
Let's go.
Here I come.
You give it all over again. I can see the power growing. He's doing quite a bit, and it just slowly scales. Just need to check something. Zeus found Dionysus as a stillborn and immediately... Jesus! Then again, he also ate, what was her name? He ate Metis, and that's how Athena was born. Okay, cool, I can do it again. Bro, the big power scaler Lugaroo Lesty. Do it. I'm not risking him missing. But I also just realized he's out of power.
Let's go.
Also, how did he do that? You mean Zeus? I guess he cut it open. Oh boy, that sounds even. Wait, why didn't I just have him attack first? I just realized that. Why didn't I just have him attack first?
Your turn. Go.
What did, or actually, who did Zeus do? I mean, so I finally decided to memorize the girl's name. I don't know how Zeus got away with adultery so much when his wife was Hera, the most spiteful creature in mythology. It's like Zeus slept with someone, she does something worse than death to that person he slept with. That's literally Hera in a nutshell. Like, it's insane. Like, the way Medusa was, not Medusa, the way, Lamia was born, Zeus slept with her, so Hera cursed her into being a blood-sucking half-snake woman who feeds off of children for nourishment. That's worse than just simply killing her.
Let's go.
He didn't do Dionysus, he really placed him in his pulse so he could develop his. He was aborted. Crazy stuff. Yeah, crazy stuff indeed. Hell, Athena, when she was born, she was fully armored up and everything. That's even more crazy. I should have done Thunder Rain for that, what was I thinking? Never see left. Okay, he's truly out of magic. He needs a heal. But I just realized I ran through all of Lugaroo's magic just attacking Agrat.
Let's go.
Also, I just realized Lugaroo's HP stat is 821. That's a lot.
Your turn. Go.
Like, yeah, Greek mythology is just, it's just weird once you actually start learning about it. Man, slowly getting stronger. He's slowly getting there. He's really gonna cook Agrat. He's straight up gonna cook her. Lugaroo solos Agrat. The goat, soloed by the wolf. He's out of magic again, my god. But I think I can fix that. Mata, where are you? Not my Luke. My Lugaroo survived on 4 MP. One number off. It's supposed to be 621. That's a pretty good heal, my god. Team, I can do one more, right? I wish we could buy MP items on Gustav. I wish we could buy HP and MP items. The MC is not too bad to grind up because bombs will always go to him. The issue is literally every other demon.
Hunted.
My biggest issue with the game. Agreed. Or maybe if you could earn them from doing the terminals, instead of just bombs, you get some incenses too. He's just gonna cook her. You know what? For the fun, let's see if it works. It did less damage, but Lucaru soloed Aggrat. Lucaru straight up soloed Aggrat. You saw it here first, it's canon. And now I gotta get him out of here before the Kadishtu cause entropy. Please land a hit. That's all I ever wanted. Tiamat has literally no MP. Jesus.
Your turn. Go.
Lugotru. My man. Yeah, I'm gonna have to tank one of these, my god. Well, it shouldn't be that bad. Get him out of here before he gets himself killed. See, does anybody in the team know? Yeah, Tao knows Sean. No MP. Time to Norn it out. Yeah, but I don't have the time to Norn it out. That's the problem. I wouldn't be able to get another turn.
Hunted.
Tiamat looks extra shiny, I know. That did no oh right, it's level-based attacks. That's why it didn't do any damage. Now, time to clean this mess up. What are you doing, Tio? And I'll hate you too, woman. She got the crit, I don't believe it. Not what I meant to do.
Your turn. Go.
It's not like I wasn't gonna skip the turn or anything.
Let's go.
They should update the Dalhopedo instead of using light beam so he smacks people with his bag. Wait, oh my god, I just got a really sinister idea. As if beating a level 800 Aggrat with a 150 Lugaru wasn't a sinister plot already. Just give me a minute. They're bound to use an AoE at some point. Which is why I don't know Luminescent Mirage, of course. Oh, I guess pray for a miss. They're not gonna miss, are they? Nope. Wait a minute, does it? If he could survive one, no, he's not gonna survive one turn. Let's not be too hopeful here. Alright then. Strategize strats it is.
Hunted.
Uses his book to summon demons and use spells. That actually sounds pretty cool. let's see. I do have one heavy light attacker, but also I have Pixie Ult. Look at it's not gonna work. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh, you're right. I also have Pixie Alternate, who is loud as hell for no reason.
Your turn. Go.
He uses staff animation. See who else would make for a good use. No, fine, we'll just spam light attacks on Lilith for fun. Then, yeah, what she's saying? I have no idea what she's saying, I'm sorry. Oh yeah, right, I guess I forgot to show that. I talked to Cleopatra in the Demon Hut, and she was like, hey, I want to learn Koikitis. So she learned Koikitis. Should have had Tan Cleo mod. Yeah, the demon expansion does not like model replacements for the demons, so that's why I don't have it. And even then, I would have just used the one where she's got a golden bra and her cloak is missing. Lame. Well, I guess that's the end of the fun. Get her out of here before she dies. I think it's because I didn't use, yeah, I think it's because I didn't use the skill. So it looks like I need to... Wait. I mean, what better way to test the present, I guess. I think that one also had a tan version if I recall correctly. I am not sure. Last I checked, it was 2 different mods from 2 different authors, but it wouldn't be. But I guess it wouldn't hurt to check it out. Now, where was I? Oh yeah, right. The fact the human character model actually works with the animations. Ugly Does of Cleo. How ironic, the daughter of Asmodeus, cooked by the spear that killed Jesus.
Let's go.
Yep, she could use it again.
Hard tick.
Okay, so yeah, I have to use Evergreen Dance in order to loop it, which sounds insanely stupid, and I absolutely love it. Just casually cooking the Kadishki for dinner. Well, it's looking like she wants to give up the fight or something. Yep. Nice job, Talent. You never know. Just gotta be
Hard
safe.
tick.
This is the dumbest thing I've ever experienced in this game. Honestly, never found Tao to be useful at any point in the game. The gold version doesn't have tan version, unfortunately. Yeah, that's what I thought. Honestly, to me, Tao has her niche uses, and I'm not talking about Armored Goddess Tao, because we've already confirmed she is blatantly overpowered. But if her skill was Medea Rahan, she would be way better. Way better indeed, I agree with that. Or even Medea Rama, like Danu's skill. Because Danu's skill is Medea Rama, not Medea, unlike Tao. How many grimoires do I have on me? Not enough. Where's, yeah, right. I need 47. Light of Order costs way too much magic. And what's weird is that Primordial Chaos is it's basically on the same level as what Light of Order should be. Yet for some reason, it only costs as much as Bluster Candy or Debilitate, despite it being essentially Megidoladyne.
Looking to
Say.
Her hair stays blonde, though, but I almost... And they give her better elemental protection. Yeah, they should. Wait, yes it does. And you also lose her in the neutral route, so it's a convenience either way. Yeah. Highlight funny. Okay, before I cook Demi... What time is it first? It's 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock, okay. So, here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna disconnect the stream and take a small break. Then, I'm going to cook the Demi-Fiend with mod, or at least try to cook the Demi-Fiend with mod infinite loop strategies. And then we're gonna switch to the randomizer. And that small break, I'm just gonna go make my lunch. It should be cooled off by now. Alright, so give me a minute, guys. I will see you in a little. Okay, I have returned. Now then, about cooking Demi-Fiend, I need someone who can allow Almighty to crit. There are a few demons that I know of that would do that.
Welcome to the world of shadows, where demons gather.
I'll say this, Tao's Saint's Prayer can be somewhat useful. By switching out demons, you effectively cure their ailments. But at the same time, she should have just had something like Miracle of Fatima, so where it can also double as a Maipatra too. Yes, I am back already. I just have to get my food. It was already cooked, I just left it in the oven so it wouldn't cool down so quickly. No, there was one... No, that was... Dang it, it was one of the Persona demons. RIP. And I don't have Pangu readily available, so that's not gonna work. I wonder who else? I mean, if I really wanted to, I could just swallow my pride and say... Wait a minute, he doesn't need... I just thought about something. Maggie Dolan doesn't do that. So Critical Zealot does nothing. He should have a Lure of Wisdom. I really just thought about that right now. Now maybe, man, I was hungry because I wasn't even thinking properly. I was thinking on an empty stomach. Yeah, I wish I could have the Miracle of Fatima. Thankfully, Lucifer now learns a Lure of Wisdom, which is so very fair and balanced, I promise, guys. And this way, he'll have all the extra power he will ever need.
How is this? Return when you have gathered more demons.
Excuse the silence, chewing food. Let me check that out really quick. Cleopatra with Cleopatra gold. Can I just put Cleo mod and get what I want? I think this, yep, this is the tan one. Okay, this one does not. Okay, this one does have the option to remove the cloak, but it doesn't have the option to make her top golden, but... Man, 2 out of 3 ain't bad, I guess. The thing about Saint's Prayer is that you need to remember the original didn't have DNA, so... She stood out even less. Yeah, Golden Apple used more MP and 180 instead of Light Or's 150. 180 base healing? Wow, she really was the GOAT. Go to the Golden Cleo top page. It should be just called another. It should just be called another Cleopatra mod. There we go, yet another Cleopatra mod. Oh, there is a tanned version. Either I completely forgot about that, or I didn't notice it originally. I don't know, maybe it's the hair, but the gold and the hair just go better with the pale skin as opposed to the tan skin. It's right there under the fair skin. However, Addon had +4 healing, so the start she'd use less MP. Yeah, Tao really just was shafted. I don't know why they didn't give her electric proficiency like they gave Yoko fire proficiency. Because that fire proficiency makes Yoko a lot more useful than she already is. And then, if Tao had Elect, she'd had access to one of the most readily available weaknesses in the game. Which would have significantly upped her usage, as she could have been a decent magic attacker as well. Oh, wait, I gotta give him proficiency. Holy crap. That thing is expensive. There we go, now it costs half an arm and a leg instead of the whole arm and leg. Yeah, maybe she should have black hair. Yeah, I did see the actual Terran one. That one does work. Like with black hair, dark skin Cleopatra looks better. But with her normal hair color from in game, it doesn't look right. It's like the dark on dark looks nice, and the bleach white on pale looks very nice. But they don't. Yeah, no, the black hair would stand out too much with this skin tone, and the bleached hair stands out way too much on the dark skin tone. Man, not giving this a creation for Sin 5 was a massive wasted opportunity. Especially since Tao is fully voiced in Japanese. She's fully voiced in Japanese. Meaning, they were going to do it, and then somewhere extremely late in development, they cut it. That's my theory. It was done. It was like 75% done. They just had to do the 25%, the English voice, and then they cut it. And Yoko, her primordial chaos doesn't have any sound, unlike Tao's healing, but it has a unique animation where her wings reattach themselves. So she was also planned to be playable, or at least fightable. People wanted to use Goddess of Creation Tao since the original game, and yet people still can't use her. The only thing we got was that Yoko was no longer just on a sheet of paper or a line of code in the game's files. She became a real thing. That's the only thing we got out of it. That and Preda becoming the leader of the Kadishtu, one of the strongest demons in the game, unironically. Okay, so how am I gonna do this? Wait, actually, no, what I can do first is I could give myself Luminescent Mirage if I have the essence. If not, I could just... Let me check and see if I have it first. That way I could force a dodge and get a 5th press turn. Possibly a 6th press turn. Okay, I got it. If Mott does not get murdered by whoever the hell we're fighting. Goddess Yoko exists in the files of the original 5. They plan... This is the very start. So just armored Yoko existed, not unarmored or human. Either they didn't have enough time to finish the game, or Sega told them, "Look, we're gonna release SMTVV 2 in a few years. Just sell what we have now, and then we'll sell them the rest later. It's not like you guys haven't done that before." Which they have done that before. They've been doing it since Koyaku Megami Tensei. Oh my god, I just realized that Atlas actually does have a shady marketing strategy. They've been doing shit like this since Koyaku Megami Tensei. Oh wait, that's what I was gonna do. Luminescent for a forced dodge. Because I still have intercalation, but I'm clearly not using it. I'm clearly not going to need Boo Boost DX to fight the Demi-Fiend.
How is this?
If someone would ask what the developers why they didn't do that for day one. Human Tao didn't exist either, though. She doesn't join as a playable character, nor was a human originally. I don't think the others existed either. Like, I know they all have character models, because in the game's datasheet, as far as I know, any demon that exists outside of the World of Shadows and Cadaver's Hall, they all have a character model, meaning theoretically speaking, they could all be fought. And as we already know, Aogami was supposed to be playable originally, and that didn't happen. They straight up had a whole different game planned, and Vengeance is the closest that we got to that. With 5 being like what? Alpha, like what? Beta version like 1.90. I said 1.90. I meant 0.9. They never even appear in battle as humans. The only human ever fought was Yakumo, yeah. And also Yakumo's character portrait thing is scary as hell, Because he straight up looks like a serial killer. Or the main bad guy, if you want to put it like that. So he was inner Kelly, should get a dodge. He should have given him repel physical, shouldn't I? Just so Demi-Fiend doesn't cook, just so Demi-Fiend doesn't cook him. Oh wait, no, I think I know what I was gonna do. I was gonna use Lilith. Except I don't have Lilith. Yeah, nope. The only fight them is Nahobinos.
Welcome to the world of shadows.
And also from Tsukiyomi saying, looks like we're partners, I'm going to assume Abdiel and Nuwa have similar unused dialogue. That means the Nahobinos were supposed to be allies you recruit for their routes originally. Like, and then either they got cut due to time again, or shady business practices, or someone tested them and realized that it would be absurdly overpowered to have these guys as allies. Yakumo is a bad guy and a serial killer for demons. You got a point there, yeah. I need him to have repel physical. You know, I'll get rid of Almighty Avatar, it ain't worth it. Clearly the only repel physical user in the game. Besides, Almighty Avatar doesn't do much. It's just Almighty Plamora, but with a crit penalty if you don't have critical zealot. And actually, I just realized he has 2 endures, so I'm good.
How is this?
Yeah, Atlas literally had a whole kitchen of ingredients and only cooked half of the dishes. Alrighty then. So he has repel, that means I null. So it's gonna be pressing turns off of her then. Unless I keep putting physical block up every turn. He's weak to... no, he's not weak to force, he's weak to electricity, so... Who cares, actually? And then I'll take her out for the time being, just so she doesn't waste all of her MP. Alright, let's see what happens.
Hey!
I have never actually fought against Tsukiyomi Nahobino. I beat the game in the Chaos throughout the same year the game came out. Tsukiyomi was actually pretty hard on my first run, it took me a number of tries. Yeah, I've only beaten... Actually, no, I technically beat all of them, because on the Chaos route you fight Nuwa and Abdiel, and on the True Neutral route you fight Abdiel and Tsukiyomi. So I did fight all of them, but I only played the game twice. Once for Chaos, once for Neutral, died to Demi-Fiend, didn't want to grind, then I cheated to get 999 stats, which, yes, 999 was always the maximum. They just made it easier to reach it now.
Goodbye.
I forgot something. And... yeah. Then I never played the game ever again.
Now then.
The fact that Hayataro, the level 40 demon, joins you at the end of the game where you have level 80 plus demons is a crime. It's like, he's super useful. Except he's literally half the level, aka half the power, because level scaling was a major issue in the original 5. So he's basically useless. Like, you can make use of a level 40 demon against level 80 demons in Vengeance, but in the original, you're basically cooked. Literally. So, yeah, that's why I never used Hayataro. He just seemed useless to me. And sadly, it looks like I didn't actually bother giving him a try in Vengeance, because, as everyone keeps saying, Hayataro is sinfully overpowered. Also, I just realized Mott has a ton of magic. Like, that's insane. Should definitely try the Demi-Fiend fight in base. It actually feels like a different fight. but also a big struggle. Yeah, I did. That's why I only beat him once, and once via cheating, and never again. Yeah, I was so hyped to see him join, only to be instantly disappointed when I saw his level. I haven't played vanilla SMT5 because I only got into it with Vengeance. Yeah, I probably still would have bought Vengeance if I not played the original, but when I saw the new stuff added to Vengeance, I was like, I'll try it again. It looks cool.
Hey,
Okay, I think I'm ready. Is there a way to still play the base version? Well, you can either piss off Nintendo by emulating it and finding a copy of it somewhere, or you can buy it. It's only available for the Nintendo Switch. There are no other versions of the game. It's a Switch exclusive.
yes.
And as far as I remember, the performance on Switch was not very good. Like, at all. It kind of ran like garbage on that system.
Be careful out there.
Yeah, you can buy it physical. Oh my god, that looks cute. The fact you can only get one Grimoire at a time, and it takes effect after battle. Yeah, instead of Grimoires giving you all the experience you need and instantly leveling you up, yeah, no, it just sets your next experience needed to 1. Oh, and you could not use multiple of them at once. So that was nice. And by nice, I mean, who thought that was a good decision? It actually read pretty good on Switch. It did. Cause I know I took my friend's hard copy and tried running it on the user emulator before it got taken out. And I had a 60 FPS mod on it, and my computer was running like it was playing Monster Hunter Wilds, which didn't come out yet. Yeah, that was garbage. You have to join a battle to level up as well. Yeah, and my Switch, it doesn't see that much use. It's not even, it's old, yeah, but it doesn't see that much use. I haven't played it to death. It doesn't even have Joy-Con drift. That's how little I, well, A, played it, and B, used the Joy-Cons. Agree, baby Harpsil. This Vengeance is the best quality of life Mega 10 game thus far. You know, I'm missing one XP to level up. It didn't actually level you up. Yeah. So grinding took centuries, literally. Like, everything is so much more streamlined and makes way more sense. Yep. You just need to battle, level it up, or XP screen. I had 5, but it was very incomplete. I think the best thing about needing one experience to level is like you could go into a battle with one experience ready to level up from your gospel, die, and remember that you didn't save. That was actually a possibility you ran into doing that strategy. My Switch has been sitting neglected since I siphoned all the content out of Animal Crossing and Fire Emblem 3 Houses 5 years ago. Yeah, mine, I don't know why, I just stopped playing Mario Odyssey. And I think once I actually don't know why I stopped playing it. Well, that was 2 misses, holy hell. No, you drained that, nice. Just don't do something stupid. So she did something stupid, of course. don't recommend getting SMTVV unless you have a friend or family member to play with. Oh wait, no, SV, Pokemon. I didn't see that last one. I heard Pokemon Scarlet Violet is fun, or at least VGC is fun. But I have enough to do already without getting into another thing, lol. Yeah, I've heard Pokemon Sword, like, smoking singles is broken, because some of these new Pokemon are just absurdly overpowered. Like the new Primeape evolution, Annihilate, he got banned from OU because there's literally a strategy where you can just set him up and he'll kill all of your opponents in one hit. And I think it's with Drain Punch or his unique ability. It's really just an OTK strat. And it works 100% of the time. If you pull it off, they lose. If you don't pull it off, well, he dies and you gotta go to your next Pokemon. But VGC is a lot more tactical. Since there is one Pokemon, Golden Glow, that's immune to all status effects, both positive and negative, which is also bullcrap in singles, because that means you can't run poison strategies on him or burn strategies or literally any status ailment strategy. It's like fighting an RPG boss. You can't use ailments, so why do I have these skills? I'm summarizing it, but yeah. Oh yeah, and there's a dolphin that can turn into a hero, and he becomes absurdly overpowered as well. Yeah, balance was kind of thrown out the window, kind of like the game's optimization. Playing solo the game was kind of bad. 760 hours of Vengeance. Yeah, singles has never really appealed to me as much as 2v2 team building. Thank God I found it, hence why I like SMT, because you get a full party battle. Yeah, for Pokemon, I actually don't mind the single stuff. That's actually where I'm really good at. But yeah, I can see the appeal of double battling. Ooh, a crit. Okay, need to start. I need him to survive one turn first, so I can leave this party the way it is, actually. Trumpeters say Coke! Sounds like it. As the fraud walks onto stage. And managed to seal a nobody. That is very good. Have them waste a couple turns debuffing him. I forgot that wasn't an AoE. Whoops. But hey, I'll take the crit. It's always nice. And if I'm right, he does have 425 and everything. Yep. Should probably slot him somewhere else. Okay, so run physical block. Bowl of Hygeia for the overheal I know I'm gonna need. And then use his unique. What? Oh, right. And that's why I needed Endure. Now we have 5 full press turns. Where's Naobito Giri Makala? It's Pokemon take on an IRL story, and also story very much like SMT would. There's 2 sides you'll become. Legends Arceus is so good. I've heard Legends is really good. I've heard so too. Like, I heard it's also pretty impressive how Game Freak managed to get that game to run on the Switch in the first place.
Your turn. Go.
Too bad I can't use Obagatoki strategize. Alright, let's see what happens. Also, Nahobi with the Magatsuhi conservation.
Let's go.
One side believes the almighty God Sinnoh controls time while the other believes space. Really fun game. Though don't expect too much battling. The game is focused on exploration and catching wild Pokemon. Yeah, honestly, that kinda doesn't appeal to me Pokemon wise. Like, exploration I am all in for, but I also like battling a lot. Because I want to test how strong my bonds have become. But that's just a me thing.
Come. Evergreen leaves. Know my victory and dance eternal.
Hi. Hello Nathaniel. How are you doing today? Your fate is haunted. Your fate is a haunted curse. I just want more SMTs with press turns now. Yeah, well, if you want more SMTs with press turns, man, introduce you to Metaphor. Just kidding, don't play that. It takes Persona's one more system, replaces it with the press turn, and all the bullcrap that the one more system doesn't let you do, the press turn system does. That's not good. Gen 4 had some weird stuff about Pokemon religion in it, one of the libraries. Yeah, because Gen 4 introduced Arceus, if I'm correct, who was, or is, I should say, God. He's the reason Earth exists, according to Pokemon. Good. Well, that's nice to know. That's good at that. I'm glad you're doing well. Yeah, the unreleased stuff was way worse than what the library had. We don't talk about the Typhlosion allegations. I still can't believe that's a real thing. Okay, let's get started. It's probably gonna miss, so because he's got -1 agility. It did not miss. I don't believe this. It actually didn't miss. I don't believe that. You know, I don't trust it because it can't crit, so... Why did Geary of all people dodge? Okay, there you go. She could use it again. No, don't change her. Change him for the Goat Norm. I've heard post-apocalyptic settings to fantasy. Yeah, I'm kind of mixed. SMT has shown me post-apocalypse can work really well. And as for fantasy, I'm sorry, I just love fantasy. Whether it's modern society in a fantastical world, or a medieval society in a fantastical world, or a future society in a fantastical world, I'm all down for it. To me, the worst fantasy is the one that literally is not fantasy. I'm not saying I don't like stuff that takes place in reality or pseudo-reality.
Let's go.
I'm saying I don't like fantasies that are either too generic or rip so much from real life that it could have been better if it wasn't labeled as a fantasy.
Hunted.
Is Demon Hio Maya in this mod? Maya the Aztec demon is, but Demon Hio isn't. I wouldn't call Pokemon just fantasy though. There's a lot of urbanism as well. Gen 5 especially is urbanism incarnate. Like that's Gen 5 right there, where they have basically, if I'm right, I think Unova's supposed to be the United States, and Gen 6 as well. The urbanism took a break in Gen 7, and I actually liked the change of pace from Gen 5, because I skipped 6 and played 7. Then I went back to try 6. I just need to check something really... No. I just need to check something really quick. He's already done that. Oh, right. No, they can't do it because the Magatsukai gauge is full. When we getting Pokemon's Longinus? I meant Rapitalcio. Okay, I don't much like fantasy as well. I think there's a lot of really generic games. I agree with that. There are a lot of generic games out there in the fantasy genre. You could say Final Fantasy is one of them, but to my knowledge, Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest basically wrote the book on how to do fantasy. And then Tolkien actually wrote the book on how to do fantasy. And then everybody's been ripping all three of them off for the last forever. I guess you could do it. Not gonna lie, when I see a series has demons that are generic horn dudes, I just roll my eyes. That's why I love Damon in this game so much. He's a generic demon in a series with demons that are anything but generic design-wise. That's what the Kaneko game looks like. Yeah, I still can't believe that's actually a thing. Don't roll your eyes on my boy David. Wait, why is he? I thought I got rid of Avatar. Oh right, a lower wisdom reduces his crit damage. Forgot about that. Whoops. My bad. So he's actually doing less damage with a crit. Like a lot less damage with a crit. My god. I'm not taking any risks today.
Your turn.
Oh, Kaneko, what is he doing? I love Damon. He's making a game, and this game has AI artwork, but it's supposed to be trained off of his. And from what people have said and seen, it looks like the AI artwork just looks like generic art, but with the way he shades characters. You know if it's in all of the states. It's only New York State region. Yeah, I figured that. It looked more closer to New York's Manhattan. Saying, baby, David was there for me for the entirety of my first playthrough. Well, there's another region based on America that takes place on Arizona. Or is the region of the GameCube games. I haven't played the GameCube games, and they're on my list. It's full of crimes and terrorism. The only piece of artwork for Chronicles Vulcan that actually looks good is artwork he did himself. SMT has corrupted my mind so much when I see Tiamat just being a regular game. I think the writer actually knows Tiamat, or he just searched Queen of Dragons and shows the first name. Regular dragon. Kid K fell out. Time to fuse him away. Oh, don't worry, I know. The question was directed at Kaneko. What was I about to do? Oh yeah, right. So I guess I accidentally nerfed Mott significantly, so he can't do any real damage. I'll drain his magic to put somebody more relevant in.
Let's go.
Once he runs out, I'll not and he's run out. I don't think I do have somebody with Pierce Magic. Do I have any? Wait, I have Critical Aura up. What am I talking about? Just Look, it's talking about a Tofi, House of Go, Bomb Tofi, very best one, and you are it.
Your turn. Go.
Kaneko and the other dude at Atlas who committed offshore money laundering must fuse together to create the new SMT Messiah. There's the numbers I want to see. Evergreen Dance. What if they mod Rhino, but it's the entirety of SMTVV with Rhino gameplay? That sounds kind of cool, actually. I forgot his name, but dude was straight up listed in the Panama Papers, my god. Okay, but what do you actually think of the new Kaneko art? You're left at the Spider's Point, though. Okay. Honestly, from what I saw that you posted, Monogatagaro, I didn't like it. I thought, like, I legit thought it was the AI artwork when I first saw it. Then you told me that was just real stuff, and I'm like, wait, what? Also, I don't like his design of Theon. Maybe I just prefer Doi's design, but it doesn't look good. Oh, you say less.
Hot take.
Free Balkatsuhi skill. Oh god. You know what? No, let's go. Wait, let's see. What's another good one I can layer on? That's Piercing Aura. That's Impaler's Glory, which only applies to self. Adversary. I have too much HP. Eternal Prayer, Big Bang, free. No, sure, let's do free next. Fun fact, Atlas' previous parent company before Sega filed for bankruptcy after getting caught money laundering. My god. I think it looks like crap, except for self-portrait, which actually looks pretty nice. Well, you gotta always glow yourself up. You should know that one. Magatoki free. Oh my god, this is so dumb. I get wanting to try new things and shake things up artistically, but just look at like PS2 SMT, you'd see the bargain bin at Walmart. Siri also looks different, so does Quillen and Matcha, which is, I actually like their original designs better. Oh, is Demi-Fiend cooked already? Is he cooked already? He's cooked. My boy's cooked. He's cooked. He's straight up cooked. He can't do shit. You were supposed to kill him with that one, Masakato, but I'll forgive you. Wait, I just thought of something else. First, cooked.
Huh?
I'm gonna need to make a video about this new infinite loop strategy. The new stuff are still great, but Nipo's less interesting and bland. I like his human designs, but I think his art style does not do well in 3D. I mean, you can judge that by looking at games like Imagine, 9, Nocturne, basically anything on the PS2. Like, they have a really hard time animating or having expressions. No, rip down. You should have done it with a bot. Dude, I would have taken forever because I gave him the wrong skill. Early 2000s Kaneko was great. The Masakato experience! Jiken was peak Kaneko human design. You could love Jiken. You don't know about it. Like all the characters in their human forms in Digital Devil Saga, they look really good. Like I actually really like all of their designs. I also like the designs of the human characters from Nocturne too. And Kaneko's 2D artwork, like, in my opinion, those characters have a lot more personality in their 2D depictions than their 3D ones. I'm specifically referring to SMT 1, 2, and IF's characters. like if you check their human designs in for the SFC version, they look way better than their human designs for the PS1 versions. Especially Tamaki and SMT1's female hero. I just thought of something else that could possibly work. Wait, no, never mind. That can't work. I have to dodge in order to do that. But I think we get the point. Infinite loop strategy, go burr. Literally. Could be a fashion designer instead of the NFTs. I'd buy it. I mean, someone would definitely buy Conoco brand clothing. Jiken and Megaton, so oh yeah, I forgot. Well, you guys also told me that Conoco did the Devil Trigger designs for Devil May Cry 3, I think it was. Those look really cool too. Okay, so I think I've gone long past 6 o'clock at this point. Long past. It's 6:30. My God. Alright then, I think that's gonna be the end of the Demon expansion, but I think we've all learned that, Tsukiyomi the Divided Thunder. Man, that's actually insane how Sega bought Atlas. Our Prime Minister, God bless. Okay, so I think I know what I'm gonna do now. I think I'm gonna transition over to the randomizer, because I do wish to get that done. I do wish to get the randomizer done. And the sooner I get it done, the faster I could start, well, season 2 of it. And the faster I could start season 2 with it, the faster we could all see how bad randomized Godborn truly is. But, my goodness, so, yeah, this is utterly stupid. I really need to make a video on this infinite loop, because it's the craziest thing I've ever seen. I have a stuff about 2 bits mostly going on. I got tight despite being sick, but you put a Luger highlight. No problem, Keaton. If I don't see you on the randomizer in the next few minutes, then have a good night. Index owned Atlas and did money laundering. After that, set could create a subdivision to buy Index. Then they closed Atlas, renamed the new division to Index, and Index to Atlas. That's overly convoluted. Basically, it's a roguelike card battler with AI-generated cards based on your choices. In theory, that sounds kind of interesting. In concept, or not in concept, in practice, that is kind of garbo. So, yeah. And people aren't happy with it, so there's that. Okay, let me shut the game down so I can update the mods. But that was fun. I gotta make note of that. Put Nora in the party, loop it with Tiamat, profit. Okay, so let me get these 2 out of here really quick. It's his vanity project, dude. No joke, he put himself as God in his own game. Kaneko is a character. Kaneko's a god. That's what? Like, come on. I don't know about your game, Valitas, but even I don't put myself as God in my own game. And hell, in my SRPG, I didn't even put myself in the game. Because I couldn't fit. But I digress. That is vain as hell, or narcissistic as hell. It's like, dude, we get your cool. You don't gotta show yourself to everyone else to prove it. Card battlers don't appeal to me, I know they have a lot of fans. Yeah, I know too, that's pretty cool. What do you mean Mark isn't the visor? I mean Mark isn't the visor, it's just a name that I came up with. Library of Ruina. I saw that game. Apparently that game is the SMT of card battlers from what I've read in the comments. But I haven't actually played it or seen anybody play it. Okay, now I gotta get this mod out of here. Human MC will not work with the randomizer that well. Actually, I don't think the randomizer works with any model mods now I think about it. What's even weirder is that Kaneko is actually a great writer, usually like he made huge contributions to SMT1 and 1 through 4. Didn't he also work on Digital Devil Story 1 and 2? Because I know he did the artwork for all those demons as well. Library Arena is actually pretty cool story-wise, at least from what I've heard. I'm gonna play your game and rename Mark to Visor, and then do war crimes? No thank you. Mark is gonna be the war criminal, I'm just gonna be the guy who made it. I just prefer commanding 3D creatures instead of cards to represent them, to be honest. I don't care if they're 3D or 2D, but I haven't played many card battlers, so maybe my opinion would change if I did. Limbus Company, however, I can assure you that the story characters are well written. Kaneko game by EOS in like a year. Yeah, I believe it. And, oh, I'm about to say, what the hell is EOS? End of service. I think post-SMT4, his passion was just gone. I mean, he didn't even make the new designs for the game. No, like, they just ripped a bunch of designs from his old works. Then they got a different company to do some of the work, like Merkaba, Lucifer, and what was her name? God dang it, Medusa, for example. Then they hired Doi, and Doi glowed the hell out of them and made them look like actual designed demons. Also, Doi made Krishna. How do people not like Doi? He made fucking Krishna. Lilith. Wait. Did he draw the Eldritch Lilith, or was that someone else? Nepeia, I didn't mind her too much in 4. When I saw the design changes in 4 Apocalypse, I actually kinda liked her a little more. Kinda hoping she comes to Demon Expansion soon. Apparently the creative atmosphere there changed in a way he didn't like or something. Oh, what? Because he couldn't draw women with their chest out? Oh no, they're a smart one. Krishna's concept art is so bad. He looks like a blonde Muzan. Bring Nepeia and Centaur to DX2. The final project Krishna is based, yeah. Kaneko True Lilith, wasn't that the same guy that made Lucifer? Like, if we're referring to... Wait, no, you guys aren't referring to SMT2, I know that for a fact. Really, that's Sass narrative. Because I know Lilith, both her perma design and her original Inception, and Lucifer's Hillel and Devil form were all drawn by Kaneko. And they're still used to this day, and they look absolutely amazing. I don't know, just repeating what I saw secondhand. Alright, let me see if I have the redirect enabled. I need to make sure I have that enabled, so it'll just take everybody to the... Yep, Canon of Randomness, episode 7. Okay, cool. So, how about I replace the mods? Having fun talking to people when I should be doing work so we can keep the show going. Okay, so the redirect is there. And I should probably post it in the chat as well. Just in case people don't see it on screen. And then, let's see, copy this link. Let's see, what else do we... I was referring to SMT4, Lilith and Lucifer. Okay. Who is Lucifer's knowledge? That's a good question. Considering he merged with YHVH and gained his knowledge, but no one really has an answer to that question as far as I know. He gave Persona to the younger staff. Why can't it be the same to SMT? When we think about him being able to use his knowledge, it makes no sense unless God had his knowledge. I mean, theoretically speaking, actually, no, that doesn't make... I was gonna say maybe all angels could use God as knowledge, but Abdiel specifically, her knowledge is, I almost said Lucifer, is Dazai. So that throws that argument out the window. Or maybe only the Seraphim can do it. Like maybe all of the top-ranking angels, all the Seraphim, maybe they could use God, consume his knowledge to gain their true Nahobino forms. Because, well, God is God. He has all the knowledge. He is the knowledge. So that could be one way to explain it. But at that point, I'm just throwing theories into the wind. God doesn't love everyone equally. He gave Abdiel Dazai as a knowledge. Remember, the angels are actually canon gods that were modified by God to serve him. Okay, so that's why we fight the archangels in that quest. Oh my god, that brings up a question. Who is Mastifa's knowledge? That is a great question indeed. Who's Tiamat's knowledge? Me. If Yoko didn't give Tahom a physical form, who's Tahom's knowledge? Wait, no. Who's Preda's knowledge? Who's Preda's knowledge? Okay, you know what, guys? We gotta continue this. Mastama comes from another world. He probably has his own knowledge. Probably. Also, Mastama's probably... He's probably a servant of the Great Will, not YHVH, similar to Satan. Because he is a greater being, both told and shown. I also like to wear yoga pants barefoot. I'm 100% his knowledge. Master's probably his own knowledge for some BS like that. Okay, so let's continue this discussion in the randomizer. I'm gonna leave a link here in the chat for the randomizer stream, and then once this stream ends, you'll be given a redirect to go to the randomizer. Click on either one. It really doesn't matter. It'll take you to the same place, and then I should have the randomizer up in like a minute or two. So just go there, chill. I'll see you guys in a bit, and yeah, let's hopefully complete the randomizer tonight.